Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Friday. Thanks for joining back in here tonight. And what a series it has been. Game 1, an absolute thriller, going down as one of the top all-time comebacks in sports history. A classic moment in the NBA playoffs that we saw on Wednesday night. And it was the ultimate choke job on the New York Knicks, leading to one of the most wildest finishes ever in a single game in NBA playoff history, with Tyrese Halliburton's shots bounced off the back of the rim and then dropped down in to send the game into overtime. What was a 17-point comeback, and what was a comeback of trailing down by 9 points with 55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And once again, we're here as we've had just an incredible start to this series so far. Insane. The Pacers and the Knicks once again at MSG, a Friday night in the city that never sleeps tonight. Welcome back aboard. We got George, Jeffrey, Troy, Kane. Welcome back to the stream, guys, for this one. Here's quite a bit of stats here for the ultimate choke by the New York Knicks in that Game 1 matchup. Knicks choked a 17-point lead with 6.5 minutes left to go. And since 1997, teams trailing by 7 points or greater in the last 50 seconds of the fourth quarter or overtime had a record of 3 wins and 1,702 losses. That was going into Wednesday night's matchup, and now it's 4 wins and 1,702 losses. 3 out of those 4 wins have come by the Pacers in this playoffs. They trailed by 7 against the Cavs with 58 seconds left to go, came back and won. They trailed by 7 in overtime against the Bucks to close out the series, came back and won with 35.6 seconds left. And then on Wednesday, they trailed with 52.5 seconds left, 121 to 112, came back and won. Tyrese Halliburton had a clutch shot, just an insane bounce off the rim that sent the game into overtime, but also going to give credit for Aaron Nesmith because he was drilling threes left and right. He had 6 threes made in the fourth quarter. He had 3 threes within a 45-second span. At the end of the fourth quarter, he made 8 threes in the game for Aaron Nesmith. One heck of a game by him, dropping down 30. Halliburton had 31. And since 1998, the Pacers made history in the NBA playoffs. They are the first team ever in the NBA playoffs since 1998, since this statistics here dating back to 1998, when teams trail by 9+ points in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. The Pacers became the first team to trail by 9 points or greater and come back and win. Teams before that had a record of 0 and 1,414, and the Pacers made NBA history, being the first ever to do so, trailing by 9+ points to come back and win. Just an insane game on Wednesday night. We're going to tip off at around 8.5 minutes from now. So tip off is going to be around 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:05 p.m. Central. So on the schedule it says 8 p.m. TNT tips off around 5 minutes past the hour. So 5 minutes past the hour, this game will tip off tonight. Tyrese Halliburton, absolutely him. He ranks now number 3 in NBA playoff history in game-winning shots, winning the final 5 seconds of the fourth quarter for Halliburton, game-tying or game-winning shots to go ahead or tie the game. He's made 4 shots in his playoff career that's been either game-tying or go-ahead shots in the playoffs with under 5 seconds left. That is behind LeBron, who leads the way all-time with 8. Reggie Miller with 5. Halliburton tied with Kobe and Chris Middleton with 4, which Halliburton's a perfect 3 for 3 in the postseason on game-tying or go-ahead shots with under 5 seconds left. Just a shot heard around the world on Wednesday. Just absolutely insane. He is now 11 for 12 on those type of shots under 5 seconds left in the games this season for Halliburton, in the last 2 minutes of a game this season for go-ahead or game-tying shots for Halliburton. Just insane what he has done, and just proving all the doubters wrong throughout the course of this playoffs here. And the classic Reggie Miller choke at the end of regulation right to the Knicks fans. And once he hit that shot, you knew it was over, because Indiana, just such a deep team. They took it by storm in that overtime session. This is not a good sign for the Knicks coming into this game tonight, because this is the worst case scenario to start off this series for the Knicks. Number one, they lack depth. Number two, they're playing guys 40 plus minutes with their starters. That's what Tibbs is known for, playing his starters 40 plus minutes. And if they lose this game, they're in some serious trouble. They're going to be down to 0-3. The Knicks got to win this game tonight, because there's no way they're going to win game 3. I'm telling you guys that. There's no way they're going to Gainbridge Fieldhouse Sunday, Indy 500 day, is going to win game 3. Indiana, the only game that they've lost so far has been both game 3s against the Bucks and the Cavs. Third time, they're going to learn from their lesson. There's no way that they're going to lose a third straight game 3 in a row for the Pacers, especially on Indy 500 day. So this is the Knicks tonight, that they will have to take this game to keep themselves alive in this series, because if they lose this game tonight, it is done. It is over in this series. There is no way I see them winning on Indy 500 day at all in their first road game back at Indiana in the series. And that comeback percentage, if you're down 0-2, the comeback percentage at just 7%. And the Minnesota Timberwolves right now in that column looks like they could get swept in that other series against Oklahoma City. But we got ourselves one heck of a series here. And in this matchup, going to tip off in around 5 minutes. Jeffrey, welcome in. I saw they won big today. I think like 15-4. I got that score update on my phone. Wow. So second one postponed. Wow. Yeah, I've got sprinkles at my house, but it seems like they got like more rain up there. It seems like at Fenway. So we're going to play another game tomorrow. Yeah, weather's been pretty bad over here lately in the Northeast. We got hit by a nor'easter yesterday with like 4 inches of rain. Rydog, welcome back in. Connor, welcome back in, man. Rosalia, glad to have you back in for this one. Knicks going to take care of the basketball. That was the big difference maker during the last game. 27-4, points off turnovers in favor of the Pacers. Knicks had 15 turnovers. Pacers had half of those, less than half at 7. And the Knicks just completely played into the style of the Pacers. Like, the Pacers go up and down the floor, play the fastest tempo in the NBA, go quick into the shot clock. The Knicks, they play the 5th slowest tempo in the NBA, and you have to slow down the basketball. Late in that game, they were pushing the ball up the floor. They were checking shots when they still had like 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Really just low IQ basketball that was displayed by the Knicks in the final minutes and of the fourth quarter and throughout the course of the final 6.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. A lot of blown coverages, specifically Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns had multiple defensive possessions where he was the one who was supposed to cover Nesmith, and he got burned multiple times. As there was a lot of just miscommunication on it. Coach Nick, for a B-ball breakdown, he goes over and highlights a lot of the film stuff that goes on his channel, and he was pointing out there was a lot of issues with Cat in the last couple minutes of the game, that he was blowing coverages. There was that terrible shot he took on I think it was like it was early in the shot clock. It was like a 3-point shot that he took when there was no reason to do so. And then they had a possession where Jalen Brunson made a bounce pass to OG, and it resulted in Siakam coming up and getting the deflection on it, and it resulted in a jump ball between OG and Siakam, and then the Pacers won the jump ball. Just a lot of just miscommunication and just miscues for the Knicks right down the stretch, and you cannot do that against this Pacers team in order to win, because it was sloppy at the end of this game for a team that's been known for being so clutch. And in the last 6.5 minutes, they just cracked under pressure. So many opportunities to win. OG Anunoby missed the free throw at the line. Cat missed the free throw. Just crushing opportunities that they had all game long for this Knicks team. And Indiana, at the end, made them pay. It's no shock that this Pacers team was the team to come on back, down by 17 points with 6.5 minutes left to go and win. Because they got 6 guys in double figures. They're a scoring machine, this team is, for Indiana. Haliburton with 31. Nesmith had 30. An incredible game by Nesmith, drilling 6 threes in the fourth quarter. 3 of those threes in the 45-second span. And then he had 8 total threes in the game. This is my top 5 picks for tonight. Right here. This is what I like. I like the over in this game, over 224.5. We had a shootout in the last game, 194 total shots combined, 250 total points at the end of regulation. Both of these teams were tied at the end of the fourth at 125. Pacers have hit the over in 64% of their playoff games. Knicks have covered it over in 50% of their playoff games. Yeah, this is looking like another shootout tonight. I like the over 224.5. I like the Pacers well over 109.5 in this game. They have scored at least 114 points or greater in 9 of 11 playoff games. I have no clue why they're over points totals at just 109.5 tonight for them. They're averaging 119 points per game in the playoffs, leading all teams in the NBA playoffs in 2025. I've got Cat over 23.5 points. Looks like he's too tall and too quick for the Pacers front court with Tortoise, Siakam to defend him. So he's going to get his points. Brunson's going to get his points. Question mark is whether Bridges can get his points and step up. He's going to need more. The starter's going to need more because they don't have much of a bench. It's going to be Brunson and Cat who's going to have to carry for New York. And Cat was an efficient 11 for 16 in the last game. He scored at least 30 points in 3 out of the previous 4 games against Indiana this season. Aaron Nesmith at just 12.5, just dropped down 30 in the last game for Nesmith. He's averaging 16 points per game in the playoffs. He is a complete playoff riser for him. He leads all players in the playoffs, shooting 54% from the perimeter. So that's way too low for Nesmith. I got him over 12.5 points. And then Josh Hart tonight on a double-double. He attempted just 6 total shots, played 44 minutes. He should be able to attempt much more shots tonight in this game. In the regular season, he had 3 double-doubles against the Pacers in all 3 regular season games. He had 13 rebounds in the last game for Josh Hart. So Josh Hart racks up a bunch of rebounds. There's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities for him since the Pacers play fast. But he should have much more shots than just 6 total shot attempts for Josh Hart. That's the fewest he's had in the previous 7 straight games. So Josh Hart, I've got him at a double-double tonight. So that's my top 5 of the picks. The obvious one is the Pacers over 109.5. That's a lock. If I had to lock any of those, if I had to put crazy money on it, I would lock in that one. Pacers over 109.5 because they're averaging 119 points per game in the playoffs for them. They've hit that over 9 of 11 games in the playoffs. The only 2 games they didn't were the 2 games they lost. Tyrese Haliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, the starting 5 for the Pacers, going up against Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns, the starting 5 for the Knicks. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good? Woody, welcome back in. Warren, glad to have you back in. Alan, thanks for joining back in. It's been legendary indeed. These games have been awesome. Credit out to these games in the playoffs because without the players playing the games like they've been doing, big props to the Pacers, how they came back for a team that plays with that fast-paced of a style to come on back like that. That was an amazing game. The lob sent down low off to Anunoby, and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. 2-0 for the Knicks with an assist by Bridges. Vegas, welcome back in, man. Opening minute of action right now. Pacers, first possession. Haliburton at the top of the key. Takes on Cat. He started off a perfect 9 for 9 from the floor in Game 1 on Wednesday. Haliburton at the right wing. Circles around towards his left. 5 on the timer. Haliburton, top of the key. Crossover. Takes the 3 over Cat off the Beckham. No good. Offensive rebound. Secured by Nembhard. Over the back. No over the back here. It's deflected off Josh Hart. So just a common deflection off of Josh Hart. So no foul call right there. As he did soar over the back on Nembhard, but he deflected it out of bounds. Inbound back to Nembhard. He attacks the paint, low block, swings it out to Siakam. Siakam backs his way inside the key. Jumper over his former teammate OG Anunoby. Nobody sticks it. 2 on the board there for Pascal Siakam. Jason, welcome back in, brother. Possession number 2 in the night here. Knicks with the basketball. Must-win game for New York. If they go down to 0-2, only 7% of teams have come on back and won a playoff series trailing 0-2. This is a must-win game because it's going to be really challenging for them to take Game 3. Brunson, pass across the floor, deflected, intercepted. Siakam right out of the pack, takes it right to the rim, and he scores around the rim, and it goes in for the layup. 4-2 for Indiana. Knicks with possession. Start to play into the style of Pacers. A lot of fast offense here displayed by New York. You got to play your style. They're being baited to play the Pacers style. OG inside the key, outside the cat. He pops up for the 3. That's an air ball out of bounds. Karl Anthony Towns cracked under pressure late in the game, with him and OG having some words with one another on the bench. There was a video clip of that, and then Jalen Brunson in between had to tell both of them to stop it, as the Knicks completely imploded during the last game. And the Pacers, we'll see what happens tonight, but the Pacers, if they come out on top, win this game as Siakam's on fire, drills the deep 2, the Pacers go back to that Game 1 17-point comeback with 6.5 minutes left, a 9-point comeback with 52.5 seconds remaining. That moment may have broke the Knicks in this playoffs here, what the Pacers have done. Worst case scenario for the Knicks is that they play their starters 40-plus minutes, as the Pacers here commit a tech. So this is going to send Brunson to the free throw line. Brunson drills the free throw. That's defensive 3 seconds charged to Siakam in the key. Great start by Siakam so far with all 6. Inbound goes to Hart. Slides it off to Brunson. Brunson made the free throw, 3-point game. Brunson off to the right wing. Bridges, right block. Bridges keeps the dribble inside the key. Turnaround jump over. Halliburton off the mark, no good. Siakam leading the charge in this game right now, setting the tone, collects the defensive rebound. Halliburton outside of Siakam, pops up for the 3, skipped around the rim and out. Cat with a defensive rebound. Knicks with possession. Must-win game indeed for New York, or it's going to be really difficult going to Indiana on Indy 500 day on Sunday. That's not going to help out the cause for the Knicks as Anunoby gives it away. Stolen by Halliburton. Fires a bullet down low. Siakam is completely open, and he jams it through. Blown coverage, miscommunication. The Knicks having a lot of issues getting back in transition defense. Yeah, they're having some issues pinpointing where the basketball is. They got guys turning their backs to the basketball. That's the worst case scenario when you're playing on the floor. You're going to know where the ball is at all times, as that 3 sticks through by Anunoby from the perimeter. Really needed that for New York. It's a 2-point game. 8.5 left to go in the first. Pacers setting the tone early. Halliburton off to Siakam. Siakam out to a great start. Siakam open 3, takes it, and he makes it from downtown. A bang, bang by Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam tonight's on a mission. 11-6. He's got every single one of those points with 11. Almost doubling up the Knicks. Brunson slides it off to Cat. Cat at the left corner. Cat, as we have a defensive foul charged to Miles Turner, knocking down Jalen Brunson. What's good? Kenneth, welcome in. He's got the Pacers for this one. Ricardo taking the Pacers. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win? A lot of Pacers going on right here in the poll. 62-38 Indiana leading that poll currently. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Inbound back to the Knicks. Knicks taking a deep 3 with Cat off the back rim, no good. Siakam controls the defensive rebound, bumped into, and he's fouled by Hart. This will be Pacers ball. Knicks look like they're gassed right now. That was the worst case scenario for New York. Number 30 in the NBA in the regular season in bench points for the Knicks, dead last in total bench points. Tibbs plays his starters 40 to 45 minutes per game in the playoffs, and these guys look like they're gassed coming off an overtime game. Lob down low, Turner off the Siakam, spin cycle Siakam, no good, left it short. as Anunoby disrupted the play. No call there, but the referee's Hart attacks inside the paint. Hart, no good off the glass. Cat, battle for the rebound. Physicality getting the best of him right now as he was unable to box out, collect the defensive rebound. Nesmith up the floor, up fake. Nesmith takes the three. Aaron Nesmith picks off where he left off and drills the triple. 8-point game for the Pacers. Not a good sign right now for New York. They're in trouble. Bridges at the top, dribbles, drives, kick out, quarter. Anunoby up fake, side step to his left, missed off the back rim, no good. Deflected on the bounds off of New York. 14-6. Pascal Siakam and playing like him right now. He plays with that killer instinct. You add him to any other team in the league, he averages 25 points per game for Siakam. He's playing with 6 other guys who's averaging double figures, but a lot of these guys you put on another team in the league and they can carry that team and they can average around 22 to 26 for most of these guys. Missed shot there by Turner. Goes back around the perimeter. Brunson, step back 3. Brunson, swoosh. Really needed that for New York to get themselves back within 5. Halliburton at the top, dribbles up, drives. Outside, popping up for the 3. Miles Turner off the back rim, no good. Back to Halliburton, offensive rebound. Halliburton slides it off to his left, Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles, attacks inside the paint. Spin cycle, 14-footer, connects on it. They're just targeting Jalen Brunson. That's what they did during the last game. Jalen Brunson a minus 11 in game number 1. Even though he got his points with 35-plus points, he really struggled defensively during the last game. We're going to have the first timeout taken on the floor in New York. Well, Bird one right now with 6 minutes left to go in the first. Oh, wait, already midway through the first quarter right now. Yeah, Brunson had 43 in the last game. Despite that, he was minus 11 in the box plus minus for him because they've been targeting him on the defensive side of the floor. Tibbs burns the first time out midway through the first. 7-point lead for the Pacers. And nightmare of a start right now for New York that they've just got only 9 points right now. They're midway to 18. That's not a winning formula to beat Indiana. Because they're just so heavily reliant upon their starters that they need Brunson and Cat to be excellent. And both of them combined for 78 points, and they lost the last game. So both of them had an excellent scoring game. 42 and 30... 41 and 30... 42 and 35, and 43 and 35, and they still ended up losing. Just so many moving pieces, so many weapons on the Pacers to contain. And as you go throughout the course of the game, it's just the miles add up. The miles going to add up in the series. And in the Knicks, when you can't rotate bodies in and out, these guys are gassed by the time you get into the second half, into the fourth quarter. These guys are completely gassed. OG Anunoby, he has 5. Jalen Brunson with 4. Cat's got nothing. Cat has an air ball. He's 0 for 2 shooting from the floor. Rough start for Cat. 11 by Siakam. Pascal Siakam. Legendary start. 3 points by Nesmith, 2 by Nembhard. Yeah, this finals is going to be the deepest team. Usually, that's what we usually see when I've been streaming these games, calling these games for the last 6 years. Is that you can't rely when you go into like any sort of like tournament or playoffs, like the NBA playoffs, March Madness. It's all about depth because you can't rely on 1 or 2 guys to save your team. Yeah, Celtics were severely injured. Yeah, they got the Celtics at the best time possible because Porzingis couldn't figure it out with his illness. Jaylen Brown was playing through a torn meniscus, and then Tatum suffered the Achilles injury. Yeah, Knicks look like they're gassed early in this game. They're coming off playing their starters 40+ minutes in an overtime game for a team that doesn't have depth. What a start to the series for Aaron Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith is now 9 for 10 from the perimeter in this series with 33 combined points. Back to action. Brunson turns the corner, drives downhill, stripped to the bounce off his knee. It's a turnover. I'm going with OKC. I think it's going to be a sweep, honestly. I wish the series could go longer, but I honestly think it's going to be a sweep because OKC blitzes the top player on the team. They took out Edwards game 1, they took out Randall game 2, and then after that they need other guys to step up from Minnesota, and Naz Reid, DiVincenzo, they just aren't gonna, they just haven't been able to show up, and Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert, both of them are offensive liabilities. So already, based on the starting lineup, Oklahoma City knows that they're ahead in the lineup, that they're playing 5-on-3 to begin, and then they take out the best player, whether it's Ant-Man they decide to blitz, or Randall, they blitz Randall during the last game. Well, they're playing 5-on-2 for Oklahoma City, so they have a 3-player advantage whenever Conley, Gobert plus the other 3 starters are on the floor, with McDaniels, Edwards, and Randall. And McDaniels hit his ceiling yesterday for him. He had a really good scoring game. He's not going to be able to replicate that once again. Nembhard just drilled a step back 3. It's 19-9 for the Pacers. Knicks are right now in trouble. And Miles Turner. Miles Turner heading towards the locker room. Not sure what happened there, but Miles Turner we see on the tape heading towards the locker room. Inbound goes to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Nembhard. Brunson drives on Nembhard. Jumper, mid-range. Brunson connects on it. Really needed that bucket there for New York. Brunson's got 5. Pacers with 32 total assists, just 7 turnovers this entire series. Brunson had more turnovers than assists during the previous game. He had 7 turnovers and 5 assists in game 1. What's good, Jimmy? Welcome in. I like the over in this game. Right now, it's not looking so hot, but I think it's going to pick up. What I really like, if you can still get it, is the over Pacers team total. So if that's still out there, when I took it this morning, is Brunson lowers the shoulder into Nembhard. That's an offensive foul charge to Brunson. I took the Pacers over 109.5 before the start of this game. Yeah, final score, I'll go 118-114. I actually have the Knicks in this one because they need to win this game or it's over. Because the Pacers are certainly going to win Game 3. There's no way they're going to lose Game 3 on Indy 500 day. 8-point game, not looking so hot right now for New York. Halliburton runner, missed off the rim short. Rebound out of the pack here for Brunson. Brunson up the floor, kick out, corner, 3. Miles McBride connects on it. It's a 5-point game, 19-14. Nembhard. Crossover at the right elbow. Backs his way in Brunson. Nembhard. Jumper. 15-footer straight away off the back rim. No good. Knicks start to come alive right now with a long rebound hauled in by McBride. Brunson up the floor. Accelerates on Nembhard and goes up. Got it stripped out of bounds. It hit the shot clock. So that's going to be a turnover there. Charge to Brunson. So turnover for Jalen Brunson. Thomas Bryant in some pain right now, holding his hand area. So Thomas Bryant, they're already down 1 man as Turner went back to the locker room. and we head to a timeout. Pacers will burn the timeout. Got a couple things to monitor right now as we head over to the timeout with 3:58 left to go. All right, so a couple stuff to monitor. Miles Turner went to the locker room, replaced by Thomas Bryant. And then Thomas Bryant, before he went to the timeout, shaking his hand. Looks like he looks like a stinger in his hand area for Thomas Bryant. So a lot going on last couple minutes. Underdog USA just tweeted out a minute ago, Miles Turner has returned to the Pacers bench. So he is back on the Pacers bench for Miles Turner. What's good, Riso? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Quarterback Lucas on board. He's liking the Pacers by 15 in this one. Yeah, no updates yet about Thomas Bryant, but looks like he was holding on to his hand, some pain there for Bryant before we got into the timeout. What's good, Bill? Welcome back in, man. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this one tonight here? Pacers or Knicks? Majority going with Indiana, 68 to 32%. And yeah, this is I see this game as a must-win for the Knicks. They have to win this game today because if you're down to 0-2, it's a 7% chance that you'll win this series, and it's going to be really difficult based on the depth that the Pacers have. They just overwhelm you with so many guys that can score the basketball. Pascal Siakam with 11, 5 by Nembhard, 3 by Nesmith. Knicks led by Jalen Brunson. He's got 6, 5 points by OG. And Miles McBride drilled a 3. Karl Anthony Towns minus 10 so far today. Rough start for Cat. Jalen Brunson's got 3 turnovers so far. So Brunson now in this playoff series, he has 10 turnovers to 7 total assists. Yeah, the Pacers have completely just fooled the Knicks and baited the Knicks into playing their similar style. And the Knicks don't play that way. The Knicks have the 5th slowest offense and pace in the NBA, yet when the Knicks are going down the floor, they're just rushing their possessions. Like take your time, take a quality look there. There's no need to rush, especially when they were up by 17 and blew that lead. If they used more clock, they would have came away with a victory. Instead, they got baited right into playing Indiana style and went early on in the shot clock. Jumper Nembhard airballed it as it went short out of bounds. Five-point game. Bridges crosses midcourt right now for New York. At the right wing perimeter, Bridges. Cross-court finds Brunson. Brunson at the left corner. Brunson towards his right off the dribble. Jacks up the 3. Rainbow! Splashes it. It's a 2-point game right now, showing signs of life out of Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's destined to drop down 40 in this game. Halliburton off to the corner to Nembhard. Topping on the floor. Halliburton tries a 3. Top of the key. Off the back rim, no good. Brunson collects the defensive rebound. It's Brunson, Robinson, McBride, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby. The 5 on the floor currently for the Knicks. OG at the left corner finds Brunson on top. Slides it off to McBride. Comes off the screen. McBride. Jumper to elbow. Drills the 2. It's a tie game at 19 even. And now MSG erupts. Anybody's game on a 10-zip run for the Knicks in the last 2.5 minutes. At the right wing with Toppin. Toppin on the floor with Bryant, Mathurin, Andrew Nembhard, Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton at the top of the key. Working on Brunson. Skip past quarter. Broke it up on the bounds off of OG. It's going to stay Pacers ball. Knicks showing signs of life, resiliency right now, and getting their whole crowd right in it. Yeah, crazy amount of runs. I think it's good to declare that this game isn't over, or nothing is over until the final whistle. When the clock goes down to zeros at the end of the fourth quarter, because anything's possible in this series with comebacks and runs. We just saw a 10-zip run by the Knicks in a 2.5-minute span. As Siakam goes up, Siakam got fouled behind the 3-point line. Ooh boy, this is going to be 3 shots coming up here at the free throw line by Siakam. Bad foul committed by OG Anunoby as Siakam was able to draw the contact, go up on the shot, and OG got him going up on the 3-point shot. 3 free throws by Siakam. First one's good. Siakam's been the player of the game so far today. Second free throw. Siakam's got it. Third shot by Siakam, right down the middle. Perfect. 3 for 3 right there at the line. Bad shooting foul charged to OG. Knicks get the inbound. Brunson on the floor alongside Bridges, McBride, OG, and Mitchell Robinson. Brunson crosses midcourt. Brunson's defended by Nesmith. It's Nesmith, Bryant, Siakam, McConnell, and Mathurin. Brunson tees up the 3. Missed off the mark. No good. Battle for the rebound. And McConnell tried to save it. Step to the bounce though at the baseline. It will stay Knicks ball. Knicks looking for the inbound right here underneath. Jalen Brunson defended by Nesmith, the inbound passer underneath the Knicks hoop. Brunson sends it off to the corner. Robinson hand back to Brunson around the perimeter. Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, takes on Nesmith, drives on Nesmith, kick out to the wing, catch and fire 3 by McBride, off the back rim, no good, tipped up to Mathurin for the defensive rebound. Pacers by 3 with possession. McConnell at the left baseline, takes on Robinson, back around the perimeter now for TJ. TJ McConnell looking around, slides it off to his right, deflected, broke it up, intercepted by OG Anunoby, up fake over Siakam, and he slams it down with a 2-handed flush. OG Anunoby bringing some energy. That's how he scores his points off a transition. Pacers been held scoreless. No field goals the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds without a field goal. They had those free throws made prior in the last minute by Siakam, though. Mathurin off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Robinson. Pacers going into a little bit of a rut right now here, Carly. Yeah, we could have ourselves another legendary game potentially tonight here at Game 2. Wouldn't shock me. Friday night in New York City, city that never sleeps. Going into a holiday weekend, looking at another great battle. Missed jumper by OG, battle for the rebound. And a loose ball foul here, charged to Bryant. This will stop the clock with 54 seconds. Miles Turner checks right back in on the floor. So he comes back into the game. That's a good sign to see there for Pacers fans, as he went out, headed towards the locker room early on in this quarter, but was back on the bench and now back into the game. Bridges sneaks around, goes up, gets fouled from behind. That's on Turner. So 2 free throws coming up here by Mikal Bridges, coming off 16 points in Game 1. Yeah, good question. I'll see if I can get that for you. JJ. Let's see. So total in the game yesterday, Minnesota went 11 for 39 from 3. Yeah, they've been able to come out and drill threes in the first half. Yup, they made 9 threes in the first half, and in the second half they made just 2 threes. Half number 2, they went 2 for 15 from 3. Splitting the shots at the free throw line. Second one was missed, led to an offensive rebound by the Knicks. Brunson lobs it up over the top. OG Anunoby shoves it through with an alley-oop slam. Knicks on top by 2. New York needs this one, or it's going to be really, really difficult for them to come on back and win this series. Pacers with possession. 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. McConnell slides it off to Siakam at the wing of the perimeter. Siakam backs his way at the free throw circle. Jumper, 15-footer, connects on it. Pascal Siakam having one heck of a game tonight. Carrying the Pacers in this opening quarter. Brunson, straight line dribble drive, penetration, floats up the shot, off the mark, no good. Robinson tips it in for 2. Back and forth, final possession. Half court 3, McConnell off the back rim, no good. And we close out the end of the opening quarter. 26-24, Knicks by 2. Taking the first quarter. Coming on back, they were trailing early on, but now signs of life. Couple big slam dunks by OG Anunoby. A steal and a dunk for him. An alley-oop jam. He's shown up here in the first quarter. 9 points by OG. 9 points by Brunson. 5 off the bench by McBride. Nothing by Cat so far. -10 in 7 minutes by Cat. Got benched by Tibbs midway through the opening quarter. 16 out of 24 points through Pascal Siakam tonight. As he's 6 for 9 shooting. He's got an average of 2 points per minute for Siakam. 16 points in 8 minutes on the court tonight so far. What a start to this game here, Carly. Could have another thriller tonight. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Still a long way left to go. But that's really just a positive sign for Knicks fans that OG has started to get going. For a guy that has had some issues scoring in some of these playoff games, I think he had like a goose egg with 0 against the Celtics in the last series. Yeah, Cat needs to show up here for the Knicks too, which he's yet to score so far for him. Rogelio, welcome in. Jalen Brunson, a walking bucket out there. 9 points for him in the opening quarter. OG came to play today. 9 by OG. Yeah, Pacers with some issues with rim protection for them. Having some difficulty defending backdoor lobs. Knicks have found some gaps, attacking, having guys cutting backdoor, cleaning up shots at the rim. Robinson had that tip in to close out the end of the quarter. Hey, what's good, Adam, on the stream? Welcome in, bud. Knicks are just out manhandling the Pacers 10-5 on the glass. And that's what they've done all season long. Every single game they played, Indiana, they've crushed them on the glass. If the Knicks can take care of the basketball, they're going to win this game. That was the issue in the last game. They had 15 turnovers. Pacers had 7. Mathurin, his pass got broken up out of bounds, went off of Robinson. Robinson thought it ricocheted back off Mathurin and out. He's signaling challenge here. He's looking up in the monitor as well. Tibbs, is he going to challenge? Yeah, he's going to challenge this right now. This is going to be a challenge here. Mitchell Robinson, he thinks that it's out of bounds off Mathurin off that pass. We're going to head to a challenge. Knicks challenge this call on the floor as Robinson got the ball on Mathurin, and then Robinson pleading his case. He thought it went off the fingertips of Mathurin as Robinson poked it loose off the hands of Mathurin, and then Mathurin tried to chase it. I don't know. That's close right there. On that initial replay, it looks like Robinson got the ball and deflected it out of bounds. But we'll see coming up here. Yeah, this is a big challenge at this stage of the game, early in the second quarter. Pacers won 2 critical challenges in the last game, too. And when it came down to crunch time, the Knicks in Game 1, they were losing their challenges. So this is a huge challenge. Based on what I saw right there, I'm not sure if there's going to be enough to overturn that. Based on that last replay, that should stay Pacers ball. I would like to see that again. I wish they had it like a couple more times to see if they're able to slow down the ball to see if it did go off the fingertip of Mathurin or not. But I don't know if you're able to overchange that there. Yeah, Pacers had 2 of those challenges won in the second half in the last game. The Pacers were playing against the refs as well in the last game. A lot of calls went in the favor of the Knicks, and they still were able to come back and win. Usually they do more during these reviews. They cut straight to a commercial break. Usually they show it a lot more. They only showed the replay once, and it was on the same percentage speed as the game speed. So it's not like they're slowing it down. Like the referees get to see it in slow-mo to determine. All right, now they got it slowed up. Mathurin. Okay, now I see that. That looks like it's off of Mathurin on that slowed up. So it's still in the hand of Mathurin as Robinson poked it. Still in the hand of Mathurin, and yeah, that's a turnover by the Pacers. So that second replay we saw coming back from the timeout, that was slowed down, and then we saw in slower time, it was off Mathurin, still in the palm of his hand, and it drifted out. Cat back on the floor. Cat's done nothing so far tonight. Skip pass out to the corner. Cameron Payne tees up a 3, missed off the mark, no good. Rebound gets secured for the Pacers by number 13, Tony Bradley. First time of the series right now on the floor. This really shows the depth of the guys that they have on the court. Tony Bradley getting some playing time right now is McBride picks up a foul here on Mathurin. Mathurin looking for 2 shots. Referees will reset the basketball, say it's before the shot on the reach that they'll be given an inbound. Nesmith inbounds to McConnell. Nesmith, McConnell, Mathurin, Siakam, and Tony Bradley. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Pacers as the runner goes down for Indiana. TJ McConnell driving to the hoop. It's good for 2. Oh, Payne just pushed off there. McConnell gets called in the foul, though, with his back turned to the basketball, not in legal guarding position, according to the refs. Runner by Bridges, no good around the rim and out. Nesmith collects the defensive rebound. Pacers look to take it up the floor here. McConnell, hand off to Mathurin, slides it across the floor off to Nesmith. Nesmith, bounce pass to McConnell. McConnell weaves his way inside the paint. Jumper, low block, came up short. Rebound ripped away by Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Miles McBride, Mikal Bridges, and Cameron Payne. That's the 5 of the court currently for the Knicks. Cat attacking, kick out to the corner off the Payne. Payne turns the corner, drives on Nesmith through contact. Payne got knocked down, no call by the refs here as it goes to a long rebound, run out by Siakam, and he takes the distance, up and off the backboard, good for 2. Pascal Siakam is just playing on another level tonight in this game. Racing up and down the floor. Cameron Payne took a shot there. He landed on the backside of his head. That does not look good. That might have been a concussion for Payne as he was holding the backside of his head, but he's going to play through it right now. McBride at the top. McBride lobs it off the Cat. Cat, 0 points. Cat looking for something. Cat finally on the board. The and one coming up here at the free throw line. 28 even. First basket coming with 9:54 remaining in the second quarter by Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. Yeah, it doesn't shock me Paradise lost. They got like a bunch of players that they would send, the Rockets would. So that doesn't shock me because Jaylen Brown's got really, really high trade value right now. Free throw is good by Cats. One-point lead for the Knicks. Pacers with possession. McConnell at the left wing perimeter. McConnell takes on Cat here at the left baseline. McConnell drives towards his right, sends it off to Siakam. Siakam on his game. Siakam that time not missed the 3 off the back rim. Bradley tried to send it off to the perimeter. His pass deflected, intercepted by Bridges. Bridges cross court off the Payne into the hands of the Cats. 9.5 left to go before halftime. Cat inside the key. Runner connects on it. Karl-Anthony Towns started to take over this game on a 5-zip run for him. 31-28. Knicks by 3. Pacers with possession. Siakam weaves his way towards his right, back out to the perimeter. Siakam, right baseline dribble on Cat. Siakam keeps the dribble alive at the right corner, playing iso ball with Cat. Siakam, deep 2 jumper off a rainbow. Siakam off the bounce, got it, and an and one coming up at the free throw line by Pascal Siakam. The Kawhi Leonard special, bounced off the rim multiple times. A deep 2J. Bounced off the rim, off the top of the glass. Bounced off the rim a few times later after it hit glass after that. Got the bounce in plus the and one by Siakam. It is Pascal Siakam's night tonight. 20 points by Siakam. Free throw is good. He's got 21. 31 even. 21 of the 31 through Siakam. Well, that's good. Uncle Pizzo, glad to have you back in, brother. JDC, welcome back in, man. What a game right now. 175 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Cat backs his way in the elbow on Siakam. Cat now at the low block. Cat floats up the shot off the glass, no good. Tipped up to Nesmith for the defensive rebound. Out of the pack, here goes the Pacers. Nesmith finds Siakam, slides it off to Mathurin. Mathurin drives inside a key, double team, blocked back to McConnell. Right place, right time. Mid-range, connects in the two. What a gift right there for TJ. 2-point advantage for the Pacers. Payne around the perimeter, dribbles towards his left, turns the corner. Payne lobs it up over the top. Mitchell Robinson throws it down with a two-hand alley-oop slam. Back and forth we go. If you thought game one was tremendous, oh man, we could have an excellent game two here. What a series between these two teams right now. Siakam at the wing. It's gonna be an offensive foul charge to Nesmith as he runs over a Knick around the perimeter. Aaron Nesmith with a critical offensive foul right there. It's going to go right back over to the Knicks. Piano, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I think if you're OKC, you want to take on the Knicks, because the Knicks are going to be gassed if this series keeps on going deep, and by the time they get to the finals, they're going to be completely gassed when they take on the Thunder. The Thunder are going to take away the top option from the Knicks, so they're going to take away Brunson, and they're going to force the other guys to beat you, and there's just not enough firepower right there. Like, there's not enough depth, there's not enough firepower. They're going to take away either Brunson or Cat, and the other guys will have to pour in buckets. And yeah, right now it's that's showing it's not possible in the other series for Minnesota to do that, especially when you have two guys that's just offensive liabilities like Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley. It's already a 3-on-5 for Minnesota, so their starting lineup's already undermanned -2. Cat's at the free throw line. First one's good. Yeah, this should be a really exciting finish once again. Welcome back in, Jay Ramirez, bud. Halliburton's been silent tonight. Nothing for Halliburton in 10 minutes. 0 for 3 from the floor. Second free throw is good by Cat. Cat started to come alive. He had nothing in the first quarter. All of a sudden, 7 here in the second. This has been a game of runs, up and down, a seesaw of a series between these two teams. Halliburton back into the game. Halliburton around the perimeter, slides it off the top and back to Hallie at the edge of the midcourt logo. 10 on the shot clock. Halliburton brings along the double, bounce pass off the top end, 5 of the shot clock, top end, high arcing, runner over Robbins, or that is Bridges. Bridges got a piece of that basketball there. Up the floor. Here goes the Knicks. Step back 3. Kaboinked off the back rim. Missed by McBride. Long a rebound. Hauled in by Cat. As Cat shoots it a laser from the perimeter. Karl Anthony Towns, a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Cat's getting on a run right now. Timeout by the Pacers. 7:17 left to go before halftime. Man, what a game. 38-33 right now. Cat, 10 points for him in the second quarter alone. Man, this has been just a complete roller coaster of a game. The first quarter belonged to Brunson and Anunoby. The second quarter belongs to Cat. And this entire game for the Pacers basically belongs to Siakam. For a team that has 6 guys who's averaging double figures, not really much out of anybody else besides Siakam. 21 of 33 by Siakam so far. After that, Nembhard has 5. TJ McConnell has 4. And then 3 by Nesmith. It's interesting tonight. Tony Bradley playing 4 minutes right now for Tony Bradley. That's something you don't see too often. So Rick Carlisle has gone even deeper off his bench tonight, playing Tony Bradley, who has barely played in the playoffs. He played 11 minutes total against the Cavs. And then he played 6 minutes total in the series against the Bucks. So he came into this game playing just 17 total minutes in the playoffs with 0 points for Tony Bradley. Man, second chance points, that's looking like it's going to be the difference maker in this game right now. It seems like it's a lot more than 4 offensive rebounds. Every single time, though, when the Knicks get it back, they're able to score. Knicks are +2 in the glass, 13-11. They were up by 5 at one point, 10-5 in the glass. But yeah, that was huge. That's 3 second chance points. It was initially off a missed 3 that the Knicks had, and then it came right back to Cat, and Cat drilled a 3. Carol, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Roller coaster of a series. Like, holy smokes. Yeah, you guys, the legends on the channel, appreciate it, Kane, for being a part here. Once again, we got Siegel on the stream. He's liking the Pacers tonight. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win, Pacers or Knicks. Right now, Pacers dominating the chat here, 63-37. Yeah, this has been awesome. Extremely exciting series. It's always great for these games, like high-scoring games that go back and forth. Like, I love to call those types of games. These playoffs have been awesome. There's not really been, like, any terrible games besides, like, the exception of a couple of games. The Celtics, when they got eliminated by the Knicks, that game was horrific. And then the game after that, the Nuggets, when they got destroyed by the Thunder in that Game 7. So there's been just very few with the exceptions. Also, I'd say the Nuggets and Clippers Game 7, that was a pretty poor game as well, lopsided. But other than that, it's been a lot of close games. Runner is good. Karl Anthony Towns having a lot of success, just scored another bucket. 7-point lead for the Knicks. Halliburton sends it off to the corner. Toppin out to the wing, into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard, step back 3 in the air, right down the chute. He cans it. Big time 3 right there, down the cylinder by Andrew Nembhard. Cameron Payne up the floor, stumbled off the dribble, lost it. It's out of bounds at the turnover. Got clamped up there by Ben Shepherd. He was the only player down the floor, just slowed down the basketball. There's no need to rush there if you're Cameron Payne. Gonna take care of the basketball. Pacers with possession, trying to cut it to a 1-possession game here. Halliburton yet to score tonight, guarded by Cat around the perimeter. Cross-court pass off to Tarter. Tarter up fake, attacks downhill, right to the rim, and he soars up and destroys the rim with a 2-handed dunk. 2-point game right now, 40-38. Miles Turner attacks the Roosh Shackets. There's no rim protection there as Cat got stretched out to the perimeter, and Mitchell Robinson, completely in no man's land, found himself defending Miles Turner behind Miles Turner. Miles Turner destroyed the rim. 40-38, timeout on the floor, take him on the Knicks. There's the energizer play right there, and that could work back in the favor of the Pacers to build them right back into this game to take the lead all over again. It's a 2-point lead right now for the Knicks. Man, that's a huge dunk by Miles Turner. Yeah, I have no clue what in the world that was with Cameron Payne. Like, that turnover was terrible. He took it up the floor as quick as possible, And he was rushing his dribble, defended by Ben Shepherd, and he completely lost the dribble at the baseline and lost it out of bounds. Like, there was no need to do that. Cameron Payne's not known as a go-to scorer. Just slow down the ball, wait for your teammates to get up the court, and then you'll have numbers on the floor back to even strength instead of trying to play one-on-one, rushing the dribble. And instead, you got 4 other teammates on the floor for a reason. That's been the issue in the series for the Knicks. 5 turnovers tonight. Pacers with 5 turnovers as well, but a difference maker in game 1, that was some major turnover issues. I get that number here jotted down. It was 27-4. Yeah, 27-4 points off turnovers in favor of the Pacers in game 1 on Wednesday. 15 turnovers by the Knicks in game 1, 7 turnovers by the Pacers. The Knicks play the 5th slowest offense in the NBA, and they've completely been baited into the style to play the same speed as the Pacers. Like, they're playing the same style as the Pacers. You have to slow it down. Slow it down, cool down, play your basketball, play your style instead of the other team's style. They're in their mindset, the Pacers have completely gunned into their mindset, and they're just going by instinct and going by habit. They're not going by team chemistry and style, and what's helped them get here. Gotta play their game. Nembhard at the low block. That's a turnover again, charged to the Knicks on the first possession back from the timeouts. Bounce pass, Halliburton off to Turner. Turner around the perimeter. We have a turnover charge to the Pacers here. So back and forth miscues between these two teams. That's on Obi Toppin setting up an illegal screen around the perimeter. Get called an offensive foul. 5:20 left to go right now. Second quarter. Brunson at the top of the key. Brunson guarded by Ben Shepherd. Dribbles up at the free throw circle. Brunson inside the key. Jumper. 11-footer. No good. Left it off the rim short. Tipped up to Halliburton for the defensive rebound. Up the floor finds Toppin. Handoff to Nembhard. Nembhard with 15 on the shot clock. Lob. Looks for Toppin. Gets covered off the double team. Kick out corner. Wide open 3. Ben Shepherd drills it. They gambled with a double, and Toppin with an excellent pass finding Shepherd. Halliburton with a steal. As McBride stumbled on the floor, Halliburton dumps it off to Toppin. Kick out corner. Intercepted by Josh Hart. What a steal right there, flying right into the front row of the seats past the camera crew for Hart. Corner 3 missed by McBride. Offensive rebound back to Robinson. McBride fires a bullet down low. Bridges scores up in and off the glass. What a roller coaster of a game, 42-41. 7 turnovers by the Pacers in the first half. They had that total in game 1 of the series. Lob to Turner. Turner bouncing bodies off Hart. Turner gets right past Hart. Missed off the mark, no good. Bridges secures the defensive rebound. Josh Hart played 44 minutes in the last game, as tough as nails. Bridges got struck. Bridges lost it. Obi Toppin, watch out. And he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. I thought he was going to dunk it down off a windmill on the open floor right there. There was a clearance of a play off a screener set at midcourt by the Pacers off the loose ball to help out Toppin have an uncontested dunk. Knicks having some turnover issues themselves. Brunson inside the key. Brunson, turnaround jumper. 15-footer, swoosh. Back and forth we go. 44-43. Pacers with possession. Under 3.5 left to go before halftime. Halliburton's yet to score in this game. Halliburton looking to change that. Halliburton on a 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. Josh Hart soars up with a long vertical off the defensive rebound. Hart, shovel pass. Baseline, dribble, Bridges. Bridges takes on Halliburton, bouncing bodies inside the key. Bridges, turnaround jumper, mid-range, around the rim and out. Hart comes out with another defensive rebound. Bridges on a 3, off the back rim, no good. Robinson tips it up to the wrong player. It's Nembhard who collects the defensive board, and a timeout here will be taken by Indiana. 44-43, 2:54 left to go before halftime. Holy smokes, what a game we got right now. Wow, this has been a fantastic game. No time on the stream. Welcome in. Peace. Thanks for joining in. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Another barn burner indeed as we welcome back Greg out here. Adam, he's looking for overtime in this one. Welcome in, man. Wow. 12 points by Cat. 11 points by Brunson. 9 by OG, all in the first quarter for OG. Cats got all 12 points in the second quarter. 21 by Siakam. Siakam's almost got half of the Pacers' points tonight. 8 points by Nembhard. Halliburton's yet to score. No points in 14 minutes, 5 assists, 0 for 4 shooting. 4 points off the bench by McConnell, 3 by Shepard, 2 by Toppin. And Neesmith's only attempted 1 shot, and he drilled that shot on a 3. So Aaron Neesmith's made a quick 3 in this game, but that's the only shot attempt he's had so far. 2 points by Turner. Wow, holy smokes, what a game. It's been just a seesaw. Jalen Brunson with 11 points currently, 14 minutes he has played tonight. Back to action, right to left in the floor for the Pacers. Siakam at the left wing perimeter. Siakam, bulk of the points, he's got 21 out of the 43. Nembhard drives downhill, blocked out of bounds by Hart. It's going to stay Pacers ball, 2:38 on the clock. Inbound to Siakam, handoff Halliburton. Halliburton 4 in the timer. Halliburton dribbles up inside the key. Halliburton tried to go reverse hand layup, no good. Missed it off the glass, deflected around. Robinson collects the defensive rebound. Brunson with possession here. Brunson at the right wing. Crossover, backs his way on Nembhard. Brunson inside the key. Fall away. Deep 2. He drills it. 3-point advantage for the Knicks. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go before halftime. Halliburton drives, gets past Brunson. Halliburton, runner, kiss off the glass. He's on the board. Cha-ching for Halliburton. First 2 of the game coming at the 2-minute mark before halftime. Brunson's got 13. Halliburton with his first 2 on the board with 2 tonight. Miles McBride slides it off to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Shepard, fouled by Shepard on the reach-in at the corner perimeter. That puts the Knicks into the bonus. And Jalen Brunson's going to have 2 free throws coming up. So 2 shots coming up here by Jalen Brunson. There really hasn't been many stoppages or anything. We've gone just constantly up and down the floor against both of these teams. Not too many free throws either tonight. First shot is good by Brunson. Pacers are a perfect 4 for 4 at the line. The Knicks are 6 for 7 right now. Mitchell Robinson's going to take a seat on the bench. We got 200 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys, the legends out there supporting the channel, really appreciate you guys for being a part here on this playoff run. These excellent streams, especially this series. This has been an amazing series. Second free throw is good. This is only game 2 of what could potentially be a lengthy series between these 2 teams. Halliburton, bounce pass off the top, and Toppin moves it off to Halliburton at the top. Halliburton, guarded by Cat, switched here, guarded by Hart around the perimeter. Cross-court pass off the back of the fingertips of Siakam somehow, some way, comes up with a basketball, and he takes it right to the rack and scores with a right-hand layup. A botched possession by Pascal Siakam. Holy moly, how in the world was he able to track that ball down and finish that possession? Knicks by 1. Turnaround jumper. Brunson connects. Jalen Brunson getting into the groove. Final minute remaining before halftime. Pacers with the ball. Halliburton slides it off to Nesmith. Nesmith got it poked loose out of bounds. It was off of the Knicks. What's good, Michael on the stream? Welcome in. Halliburton, lob goes to Siakam at the free throw circle. Siakam, guarded by Hart, moves it back outside to Nembhard. Nembhard around the perimeter. 6 in the shot clock, off to Siakam, backs his way off the double team, gets it off to Nesmith. Nesmith high off the glass, scores, up and it off the backboard, good for 2. Aaron Nesmith now a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor tonight. 5 points for Nesmith. Brunson. At the top, bounce pass off the Cat. Cat guarded by Nesmith. Cat inside, runner over Nesmith off balance, missed it off the rim short. That was a poor shot selection there by Cat as he was falling away off balance. Siakam, 4-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out, going to halftime. Siakam with the basketball. Shot clock down to 10, game clock down to 14. Now down to 12. Siakam at the free throw circle. Siakam takes on the Hart. Siakam jumper. 15-footer off the rim. No good. Tapped off the glass. Rebound controlled by the defense with Cat and Josh Hart. Spin cycle past midcourt. Draws the reach and foul by Halliburton with 1.5 seconds left to go before halftime. Josh Hart will get free throws coming up here in the bonus for New York with 1.5 seconds left. Wow, what a game to begin this first half. Josh Hart, 2 free throws, 1.5 seconds left to go before half. First shot by Hart is good, got the bounce. Yeah, this has been incredible so far. This whole series. Thomas Bryant about to check in for Indiana. 13 rebounds, 7 assists with 8 points in Game 1 on Wednesday for Josh Hart. You the legend, Siegel. Yeah, all those links are posted in the description of the video. The Gamesco sponsor has multiple premium subscriptions for a lower price to a bunch of different websites that it has up. The premium price is much lower than the actual cost, so feel free to check that out. All those links to sponsor BetUS. That link is out there too in the description of the video. Channel merchandise over on merch. If anybody's interested in merchandise, that link is in the description of the video. I can put that one out in the chat as well. Full court shot, that is way off the mark. Hit the top of the shot clock there at the buzzer by Indiana, and we close out going to halftime. 52-49 in the first half. Fantastic game. Pascal Siakam having a huge game for the Pacers. On the other side, Karl-Anthony Towns with a big second quarter for Cat. Siakam's responsible for 23. Cat had 12 points in the second. Brunson's got 17 in the game. Wow, what a battle right now. 52-49 going into half. Yeah, I've got the merchandise link that I copied here if anybody's interested. Got a lot of cool stuff on the merchandise site. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers, sweatshirts. Check it out if you guys would like. Top of the key is the straightaway part of the perimeter. So that's at the very top, top of the perimeter, like on a straightaway from the hoop. So that's right behind the free throw circle at the top of the perimeter, shooting the ball straight to the hoop. Tufts Lacrosse. Yeah, I actually haven't covered them before. So I've done some of the games for MIT in the past before, but they've played Tufts, but I haven't covered Tufts. Yeah, I've done volleyball a couple of years ago when MIT played against Tufts for volleyball. I covered them. Tufts is like ranked in everything. Yeah, the team I covered for baseball, for D3, Wheaton, Mass, they played Tufts quite a bit for baseball. I think they were in their bracket a few years back for the NCAA tournament. A couple of years ago, Wheaton was College World Series team. They played against the #1 team, Johns Hopkins. Yeah, Tufts usually has like the top team for lacrosse in the nation. Middlebury has the top team for women's lacrosse. Like the NESCAC is so stacked for lacrosse. A few years back, I covered the NCAA tournament at MIT for lacrosse, and the teams that were in the pod, it was MIT out of the NUMAC. They got Plymouth State in that pod, which Plymouth State's out of the Little East, and then in that same pod was Trinity, which is a NESCAC school. I've actually been on the campus of Trinity. My girlfriend had a film that she did, and it was a film screening back like 7-8 years ago, and they had a film festival at Trinity in Hartford, Connecticut, and man, like I was so impressed by that college. The section of the city, Hartford is such a dangerous city. Like the road below, the road going to Trinity in Hartford was up on a hill. The road going below that down the hill, it had like all graffiti and like bars across the windows and stuff. Like you don't see that too often in New England. Like you see that like in Mattapan, in like bad sections of Boston, like Mattapan, Springfield. You don't see that too much where there's bars on the windows in New England. But yeah, in Hartford there was. And that campus was so nice, but like 500 feet away outside the campus, it completely changes. It's crazy. But yeah, those NESCAC schools, they're just so stacked for lacrosse. Like a lot of the sports, because I've covered NCAA tournament games specifically for volleyball. I've got some of those NESCAC teams before in the bracket. I had Williams 2 years ago. They were in MIT's pod for the NCAA tournament. I'm trying to figure... Oh, it was Colby. Colby had an insane season for them this past year. They had like a record-breaking year. They went something like 25-3 for them this past season for volleyball. But yeah, for lacrosse, like they get like 5 or 6 teams in that conference into the NCAA tournament every year for men's and women's lacrosse. Tufts, Amherst is usually really good. Williams is usually really good. Duncan Robinson played at Williams. They're always like a top 25 basketball team. Middlebury is constantly good. Trinity, they were a Final Four team last year for Trinity, because I covered their men's basketball team last year at UMass Dartmouth. Going into that game, it was the opening week of the season. They were ranked at 53rd in the nation receiving votes. The team that they beat went 25-3 the year prior. University of St. Joseph, their head coach was Rick Calhoun at UConn. So he retired from the team. His son is an assistant coach. On the team. Or check that. Jim Calhoun from UConn. So after UConn, he went back to D3 at the end of his coaching career. Just wrapped up a few years ago coaching for the University of St. Joseph out in Connecticut for Calhoun. And they were an NCAA tournament team year prior. Like, they went deep in the bracket, I think Sweet 16, and Trinity smashed them. In Trinity, they had a D1 transfer from Tulane on their team last year. Ben Callahan Gold, he had a humongous game when I announced them, and they went to the Final Four last year. And I think they went to, like, they went deep in the tournament this past year, too. I'm going to see what they did in this year's tournament. Yeah, Trinity on the women's side, they took out UMass Dartmouth, the team that I announced for women's basketball, because they made it to the bracket in D3, and Trinity actually took them out and beat them by 1 in the first round matchup. Oh, they were national. Holy smokes, they were national champions this year. They were actually national champions this year for Trinity. So last year they went to the Final Four, and this year they won the national championship. They beat NYU in the championship game, which NYU constantly wins championships for a bunch of sports. Wow. Yeah, results came back fine. When I had the endoscopy, it's they found out I have something called, I'm like sensitive to some types of foods or so that I have. So it's I have to be careful upon like what I eat and stuff, which I usually always eat like really healthy, but like if I have stuff that's like high in sodium or like added sugars, then I start to feel like really tired and sick. So I've cut back on that completely. Like I've changed my entire like breakfast habits. I've been having like a lot of just really good breakfast meals, because for years I had a lot of like different cereals, like frosted mini wheats, frosted flakes, and then I'd feel that my body like 2 minutes into the or 2 hours after I ate would like crash or so. So I've completely changed it up. I've had like alongside like breakfast every day, I've had like a scoop of peanut butter, which helps me out too. I have a smoothie every single night, so that really helps out to get me to like good energy levels and to like make me feel like really just like filled, which is good. So it's not like I'm feeling hungry throughout the course of the day. Yeah, I'll see if I can get Mr. Tops here at halftime. So right now it's been a really good game so far. Just gonna see if I can get Mr. Tops here, and in just a matter of moments we'll get Mr. Tops here this Friday night. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, so here we go. I brought my pet tortoise, Mr. Tops, on the stream here for his showing during halftime, and here he is today. It's been a week, buddy. Oh, yeah. You're ready for next season, aren't you? Look at how fast he's moving. Yep, I think he's rooting for the Pacers. Look how fast his claws are rooting. Yep, we know who Mr. Tops wants tonight. He's moving fast and fast and fast. Oh, yeah. He loves waving to you guys. Mr. Tops. He's got a warm shell tonight, too. He's been sitting next to the wood stove. We have the wood stove on. Yesterday was like 45 degrees. Today was like 55 degrees. Yesterday, we had like 3 or 4 inches of rain. Today, we've got sprinkles. Quite cool. Like, we're usually around 70 degrees at this time, but yeah, it's quite cold during this time. Memorial Day weekend. There we go, buddy. I gotta get you out. You got a big tail. Yeah, big tail might mean you might have to go to the bathroom soon, so I'm gonna have to get him out. But that's my tortoise, Mr. Tops. I'm gonna have to put him back because he's got a big tail, and that means that he's gonna have to go for his bathroom break soon, coming up very, very soon. So big tail will have to go back, and then we'll get back into the second half. All right now still at halftime, and yeah, Mr. Tops gets romaine lettuce that we feed him. So we go out to the grocery store, and he has his own lettuce that we get for him. He eats a lot of clovers. Um, Sometimes he has dandelions. Not too many though, but it's mostly a lot of greens that we feed Mr. Tops. He has a pellet that we put in for him. That's usually to calm him down. So we put like a pellet in like a little like bowl of water for him, and that will calm him down. So if he's like up and down running when everybody's in bed trying to sleep at midnight, and he's up and down, then we put the pellet in there so that will calm him down. Yeah, getting into tornado season coming up soon. Feel like it actually like started. Like there's been tornadoes for the last couple months. Thoughts and prayers out to Kentucky. They got an EF4 last week. Yeah, tornado season seems like it's like shifted course or so. Last year, the NASCAR race, I went up to the NASCAR race last year in New Hampshire. They had it in the middle of June, and on that day, New Hampshire was getting constant tornado warnings on that day. Like that's very rare to have multiple tornado warnings up in New Hampshire. Um, oh, we actually got a tornado June 26th of last year. The neighboring town of mine, their high school got hit by a tornado. The high school went right behind, or the tornado went right behind the high school, and it ripped right through the courtyard of the high school. So the roof sustained like minor damage, but outside the high school's parking lot, there were trees down left and right. It was crazy. Like something that you never hear of, like where I'm from up in New England, is that there's tornadoes, and yet there's been tornadoes. There was actually the 2008 tornado in New Hampshire. That actually killed someone up in New Hampshire, where my family has a summer place. It went 2 miles north on the same road, ripped right through a discount store, and then went on this other road and tore down houses. The tornado went on a path for 60 miles. It was crazy. It went from like southwestern New Hampshire all the way to central eastern New Hampshire, just like a couple miles west of the Maine border. What's good, Joe? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. I think it's possible Pacers can do it tonight. I've actually got the Knicks tonight because this is a must-win for New York. I like the Pacers in Game 3. I don't think the Pacers going to lose Game 3 back at home on Sunday on Indy 500. Hey, this is a must-win for New York. Here we go. Start to the third quarter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Left to right on the floor for the Pacers. About to get the inbound. Aaron Nesmith on the floor with Tyrese Halliburton. Once we get the whole camera viewing shot, I can see who's the 5 in the court here. Siegel with a dono. Thanks so much, Bud, for the dono. Let's get that dono hype for Siegel as we start off the third quarter. Pacers with possession. Halliburton on the floor with Nesmith. Siakam, who had a huge first half. Nembhard and Turner. Turner pops up for the 3. No good. Rattled out. Josh Hart collects the defensive rebound. Hart, Cat, Brunson, Anunoby, and Bridges. The 5 in the court to begin the third for New York. Cat takes the 3 off the mark. No good. A rebound secured by Halliburton. Halliburton up the floor past midcourt. Halliburton guarded by Bridges. Halliburton drives downhill. Dish outside to the wing. Siakam steps into an open 3. It hits bottom from the perimeter. Pascal Siakam is on his game tonight. 52 even. He's got half of the points with 26. Mikal Bridges slides it off the Cat at the right wing. Cat guarded by Turner. Handoff Brunson. Brunson takes the 3 off the rim. No good. Tipped out of bounds off of the Pacers as it last went off of Turner, and Nembhard was close to that ball as well. Nembhard is signaling challenge. I don't believe Rick Carlisle will do so this early on in the third. So no, he will not challenge that. Foul trouble looks like this. 2 personal fouls each by Turner, Toppin, and Bryant for the Pacers. Cats got it stripped, lost it. Turnover by the Knicks. Up the floor for the Pacers in transition. Nembhard up and in off the glass, scores the layup. Fast break points in transition. That's the key for Indiana. Knicks foul trouble. 2 personal fouls by Hart. Everybody else with 1 or 0. So not many people in foul trouble in this game. Nobody's got 3. Brunson at the baseline. Bounce pass. Hart. Double teamed. Hart. Lost the dribble. Turnover. Siakam diving in the floor with Anunoby as we get a tie up here in the corner. Man. Pacers came to play in the second half. Out hustling the Knicks. Knicks just reverting back to their old habits. This will be a jump ball between Anunoby and Siakam. Pascal Siakam, 26 points in 17 minutes tonight. He came to play tonight, showing up in a big way. 10 by Nembhard. This ball off the jump ball goes back to the Knicks. Towns sends it off to Brunson. Brunson at the left wing perimeter. He takes on Nesmith. Brunson. Bounce pass off the Bridges right next to him. 10 in the shot clock. Bridges drives inside. Jumper, mid-range, rattles in. Good for 2. 54 even. Mikal Bridges up to now 5 points in this game. Halliburton at the top of the key. Slides it down low. Turner up fake. Turner going up. Turner got fouled. It's on Bridges who picks up the shooting foul. And Miles Turner will have 2 free throws. Yeah, this is not a good sign right now for the Knicks that they're letting the Pacers hang in this game, hang around, have this game tied, and now with a chance to take the lead. The first free throw is no good, missed by Turner. Reason why this Pacers team's so deep. Like, they rotate bodies in and out. I know the Knicks have been resilient, 20-point comebacks in their first 2 games against the Celtics, but this Pacers team just comes at you in multiple guys. Second shot is good by Turner. Jalen Brunson, pass midcourt. Brunson, push pass, left corner off to OG. Slides it down on top off to Cat. Cat with 10 on the shot clock. Dribbles, drives, attacks the paint. Goes up and he scores. Up and in off the glass, plus the foul. Karl-Anthony Towns taking a big Dixie right into the stanchion. On his way down. A little bit slow getting up here by Cat. Cat's in some pain right now. A little bit slow to get up as he drove right past Siakam. Siakam tried to take the charge. Took a tough one right inside the key. Oh, yeah, Cat's wincing in pain currently. He fell underneath the hoop. He actually didn't. So on that last replay, he was around like a foot away from the stanchion. So he didn't crash right into the stanchion. He was around a foot away. It looked like in the first camera shot that he crashed right into it. Yeah, both of them pretty silent tonight in this game, Joe. Between Turner and Halliburton, not really much tonight. Turner with just 3 points and only 1 rebound. Halliburton looking to see if he can up it right now. The free throw is good by Cat. Nembhard outside Turner. Puts the ball into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton off to Turner. Turner up fake. Turner outside to Halliburton. Halliburton dribbles up inside the key. Tyrese Halliburton soars up and he throws it down with a right-handed slam. A dunk. Tyrese Halliburton with a dunk. You don't see that too often. He is up to now. That's 4 points at the moment for Halliburton. That's only his second bucket. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Hart, bounce pass. Cat rolls down. Cat blew the layup. A rebound secured by Turner. Looks to run with it up the floor. It is Nembhard. Outside Turner. Push pass. Corner. Open. 3. Halliburton. Bang. A bang. A triple. 7 points by Tyrese Halliburton. An individual 5-zip run for Hallie. 60-57 for the Pacers. Brunson looking to make a response right back. Brunson inside the key. Brunson goes up, had a deflected Cat, had the basketball block, tried to save it at the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Karl-Anthony Towns couldn't keep it in the court of play. Tibbs looks pissed right now. Like he is saying to himself, come on, seriously? What the hell is that, Cat? Nembhard. On the outside off the Siakam, across the floor finds Halliburton, who has single-handedly started to take over this game in half number 2. Absolutely him. Nesmith looking to turn on the Jets. Nesmith soars right past Brunson. Nesmith scores the layup. 62-57. Pacers with a 5-point lead. Josh Hart crosses midcourt. Under 8 minutes left to go in the third. Hart at the top. Moves it off to Brunson. Brunson around the perimeter takes on Nesmith. Off the dribble towards his left. Brunson 1-on-1. 5 at a timer. Brunson switched. Guarded by Halliburton. Brunson bounce pass. Bridges. Fall away. Bridges drills the 2. Big time shot there by Mikal Bridges. Merrimack's welcome in. Keith welcome in, bud. What a game tonight right now. 3-point advantage for the Pacers. Halliburton crosses midcourt as we approach the 7.5-minute mark left to go in the third. Nesmith attacking. Nesmith runner. Nesmith off the glass. No good. A rebound secured by Cats. And Nesmith gets called for the loose ball foul at the end of that rebound. This will stop the clock. 7:26 left to go in this third quarter. In a game that New York needs, or they're most likely going to be eliminated from this playoffs. Nobody's ever come down from 0-3 before. It's a lot to ask if they lose this one. They'll be down to 0-2, and then they're going back to Indiana for Game 3 on Sunday, which there's the Indy 500 on Sunday. It's basically impossible to go into Indiana when Indiana has lost both Game 3 matchups. I can't picture them losing a third straight Game 3. The only game that they've lost is Game 3, each against the Bucks and the Cavs. I don't picture them losing another Game 3. Fall-away jumper. Bridges skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Halliburton. Pacers with possession, approaching the 7-minute mark left to go. Hallie started takeover. He's got 7. 5 in the quarter, though, off to Siakam. Siakam, runner. Siakam drops it in. Into the bucket, plus the foul. Where's the defense there by the Knicks? Pascal Siakam off the pivots. Takes on Josh Hart, turns the corner, gets right past Josh Hart, lays it up and in with the right hand. As OG nowhere to be found. Protecting the rim, didn't even make an effort there to come up with a block or anything. They roll it as a basket and an and one coming up by Siakam. One free throw coming up after the timeout. The Knicks will burn one as Tibbs looks disgusted. Pascal Siakam came to play and showed up big time tonight. 28 points on 11 for 16 shooting. Massive game by Siakam. Nembhard's got 10. 7 by Nesmith. Halliburton's just getting started. 7.7 assists, 5 rebounds by Halliburton. Knicks led by 17 by Brunson, 15 by Katz. 9 by Anunoby, 7 by Bridges, just 2 by Josh Hart. Yeah, I can't believe what I'm seeing out of Josh Hart right now. Just not... Minus 15 on the floor. Just picked up his third personal foul. Just let Siakam completely get past him. Like, this guy's just such a tough dude for Josh Hart, but, like, what's going on? What's good? Kenneth, welcome back in. He's liking the Pacers here in this one. Yeah, this is getting tough for the Knicks here currently. This is a game that they need to get, or the series looks like it's going to be over real soon. We might get 2 sweeps. If the Pacers come out, pick up the win here tonight, we might get 2 sweeps. We might have like a full week off between the finals if these 2 series matchups end in sweeps. That would be really sad. Even if that happens, I still plan on going live probably that extra week or so. A couple of Caitlin Clark streams on weeknights during that time. So if both of these series matchups somehow end up in sweeps, I'm hoping to cover a couple WNBA games on weeknights before the start of the finals. Yeah, if both of these series somehow end up in sweeps, then the entire conference finals will be done by Tuesday. So Tuesday, May 27th, is when the entire conference finals will be done. Which the NBA finals don't start until June 5th. So NBA finals don't start until June 5th. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm praying that it doesn't do that. What I'm praying for is a 7-game series for both of these conference finals, but realistically, I know that it's not going to happen in the West. It's looking very capable that the Thunder are going to win in either 4 and 5 in that series. This one looks like it could go deeper, but the Knicks here, you gotta get your team back in order. The 27th to the 5th, that means if both of the conference final series matchups end in the sweep, then the NBA finals won't start for another 9 days after that. That's Tuesday the 27th if both of the conference finals end up in a sweep. Thursday, June 5th is the start of the NBA finals. The free throw is missed by Siakam. Knicks with possession, down by 5 for New York, needing something rather quick. Bridges at the top of the key, slides it off to OG. OG takes on Siakam at the corner now, defended by Turner. 2 of the shot clock, step back 3 by Siakam. He puts it up, no good, around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Halliburton. 6.5 left to go in the third. Siakam, kick, a quarter, 3 Ben Shepherd off the mark, no good. Cat collects the defensive rebound. Been more of a defensive game tonight here. Knicks shooting 45% from the floor. Pacers at 50%, 26 for 52. Slower style compared to the previous game, though, as OG scores up and off the glass. 3-point game right now. Anunoby's got double figures. He is up to 11. 17 by Brunson, 15 by Cat. OG with 11. Yeah, I agree, Keith. They got just really, really good players. Like, they got, like, an actual team with all guys that can, like, pass, dribble, and shoot. Like, they go, like, 11, 12 guys deep in their rotation. They got 6 guys averaging double figures. Halliburton off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure by Bridges. Knicks with a chance to tie it up here with a 3. That would be awesome if we could have another fantastic finish. Quarter 3, OG Anunoby off the back room, no good. Cat couldn't come away with a rebound, got ripped away by Toppin. Halliburton up the floor, finds Nembhard. Nembhard at the elbow, takes on Cat. Jumper, 12-footer, sinks it. 5-point advantage for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard having a pretty good game tonight himself. 12 points, 5 for 8 shooting. Knicks playing their tempo, slowing it down. Brunson around the perimeter. Brunson dribbles up free throw circle, slides it out to OG. Corner 3, OG Anunoby shreds in the 3-ball. 2-point game right now. OG showing up. Halliburton at the top, guarded by Towns. Step back 3 by Tyrese Halliburton. Bang, bang from the perimeter. He hits bottom as he sinks it. Tyrese heating up in the right way right now. 69-64 Pacers. Knicks looking for the response. Brunson leading forward. Brunson over Shepherd. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Carr. Pops up for the 3. It is Cat who drills it. Back and forth we go. Pacers with the ball once again. Nembhard at the top. Sends it off to Turner. Turner, hand off Halliburton. Halliburton guarded by Cat around the perimeter. Halliburton 10 on the timer, crossover. Halliburton takes on Cat, 1-on-1, dribbles up, back to the top, drives on Cat, runner over Cat, left it short, gut fouled. 2 free throws covered up by Halliburton. The clock will stop with 4:18 as Cat can't believe the call by the officials there. Yep, Halliburton was able to drive right into Cat. Cat not in good guarding position there, as he's playing Halliburton from the side and from the backside. 2 free throws by Halliburton. First one's good. Here's what we got for the top players tonight. Pascal Siakam, 28 points. Nembhard with 12. Halliburton has 11. Halliburton with 9 points all this quarter. Cat will substitute out now as he heads towards the bench. 20 by Brunson, 18 by Cat, 14 by OG. OG is having a solid game today. Thomas Bryant, or no, that's number 13, not number 3. Tony Bradley is going to check in right now. Free throw is no good. Skipped around the rim and out, missed by Halliburton. Tipped up the Bridges for the defensive board. Knicks with possession, 3-point game. Brunson has it at the top, takes on Shepherd. Gets around Shepherd towards his right. Brunson wide open, tees up the 3. He splashes it. 70-70. Jalen Brunson getting the crowd right into it. And a timeout taken on the floor by the Pacers with 4:01 left to go in the third. What a game indeed tonight, folks. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Lex, welcome in. Type in the chat who you're rooting for to win this game tonight here. Pacers or Knicks. We got 300 plus watching. If you enjoy the stream, keep on smashing the thumbs up tonight. What a game. These conference finals games, specifically this Eastern Conference Finals, has been an absolute gem. Both teams making 8 made threes tonight. Knicks getting a lot of second chance points that they've generated. 28-19 rebounds in favor of New York. 8-3 in the offensive glass. Pacers lead the paint 34-28. 10 turnovers by New York. 8 turnovers by the Pacers. Fast break points, Pacers lead that 10-3. Man, this has been a fantastic game. What's good, Rod? Welcome back in. I've got the Knicks tonight for a must-win game. They're going to have to win this one, or it looks like it's going to be very close to being over. Yeah, I like the Pacers in the series. Overall depth for Indiana, but tonight this is must win for the Knicks, and I've got them for one game on their home floor that they're gonna win. I had predicted 118-114 for my prediction. I think it's gonna go a little bit under. I actually took the Pacers over 109.5. I thought that was pretty obvious, but it's kind of been lower scoring than anticipated. The pace has played out more in the favor of New York. They've been able to slow it down and be able to answer right on back. So it's been a slower pace than the first game. The pace was completely in the favor of Indiana the last game. They were just blowing up and down the floor, and Knicks were playing right into that style. Tomorrow, I'm going to stick with the Thunder. I just think there's just such little margin of error for Minnesota. They need everything to go perfect for them tomorrow. They need Edwards to go off. They need Randall to go off. That was an issue in the last game. Edwards struggled in game 1. You need the role players to step up. Naz Reid, been non-existent in that playoff series. DiVincenzo, he's going to step it up. And then you got to get something on a Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert. I think it's a lot to ask for Minnesota because they're already at a disadvantage with their starting lineup. When they start the game, Oklahoma City's already playing 5-on-3 because Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert are completely offensive liabilities. They've left Mike Conley wide open to make shots, and Mike Conley can't hit those shots, breaking shots left and right. And they need guys that can dribble and shoot. They got guys that can just shoot off the catch, but OKC is right up in their grill where they don't really have guys that can dribble and then make shots. McConnell off the offensive rebound scores in response back for the Pacers coming up out of the timeout. 72-70, Knicks with the possession. Top of the key with Brunson. Brunson towards his left around the perimeter. He takes on McConnell. Brunson, 8 on the shot clock. Brunson backs his way on McConnell. Inside the key. Brunson, turn around, got it. Jalen Brunson just too good. That's a mismatch right there as he took on McConnell. McConnell towards his right, dribbles back out to the top. McConnell lobs it off to Tony Bradley. Lob down low to Toppin. Couldn't finish to the rim. Blew an open layup as it got tipped over to Hart for the defensive rebounds. Josh Hart. Back around the perimeter, pass got deflected here. Picked off by Halliburton with a steal. Halliburton up the floor. Halliburton guarded by Hart around the corner. Missed the mark of the pass to McConnell. He turns it over. Brunson. Oh, what a save. Goes right into the front row of the seats off to Josh Hart in transition, who scores the layup. 2-point lead for New York. Right back. Toppin scores a quick 2. Knicks couldn't get their defense set back in transition, leading to that open bucket by the Pacers. Knicks with possession. At the left wing perimeter, Brunson. Brunson, step back 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Robinson. And the Pacers pick up a loose ball foul. So we got an inbound coming up for New York. Jalen Brunson, what a hustle play right into the TNT monitors where Van Gundy was. Van Gundy and Kevin Harlan right into the TNT monitors. Swoosh! Mikal Bridges knocks down the triple. 3-point advantage for New York. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Right back, TJ McConnell scores up and off the glass with a layup. Man, the Knicks are struggling getting back in transition defense. After they make a big shot, they fail to get back and play defense. Brunson, guarded at the left wing. Pocket pass off the Bridges. Dribbles up, jumper. 14-footer straightaway. Missed off the back rim, no good. Long rebound scooped up here by McConnell. McConnell, cross court. Here goes Siakam, and he dunks it right down the lane with authority. Where in the world is the Knicks defense right now? 30 points by Siakam. Timeout taken by Tibbs on the floor. Minute 18 left to go. As he is staring down his team, shaking his head in absolute disgust. 3 straight possessions in a row, the Knicks fail to get back and play transition defense. Just a full court layup line / slam and dunk line going for the Pacers in the previous 3 straight possessions. Pascal Siakam, massive game. 30 points in 22 minutes, 12 for 17 shooting. 12 points by Nembhard, 11 by Halliburton. 22 by Jalen Brunson, 18 by Cat, 14 by Anunoby, 10 by Bridges. Man, what a mess with the Knicks. This is exactly what happened in the final 6 minutes of that fourth quarter. They completely imploded because they forgot how to play defense. For a team that prides themselves on defense, head coach Tibbs prides himself on his team playing defense. Like, what's going on right now? Like, the lack of effort, it's stunning in a playoff game. Like, this defense looks like they're playing in the All-Star game right now for the Knicks. Like, not even caring about getting back, sprinting up the floor, playing defense. These guys have no clue where the basketball is. Like, the first thing you have to do is pinpoint where the basketball is. These guys, when they're going back and trying to play transition defense, they have no clue where the ball is. Inbound goes to Brunson. Brunson dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. Takes on Toppin. Drives on Toppin inside the key. Runner. Brunson got the bounce. Lead change. Final minute left to go in the first. This time the Knicks do better getting set back defensively. Roller off to Bradley. Bradley goes up, gets fouled. They were late covering Bradley to the rim. And this will lead to 2 free throws coming up by Tony Bradley for Indiana. He only played 16 total minutes in the playoffs entering this game. This is his first game in the series. Did not play at all in game 1. First shot by Bradley, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Tremendous game tonight. If you're new on the stream, keep on smashing the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Man, this has been an instant classic, this entire series. Second free throw is good. 79-79. Knicks with possession. Brunson crosses midcourt, takes on Bradley. That's a mismatch. Runner, no good off the glass. Siakam controls the rebound. Brunson on the opposite side of the floor. They get numbers for the Pacers. 5-on-4. McConnell, right baseline dribble. Bounce pass to the corner. Toppin on the outside finds Nesmith. Nesmith will slow it down. 10 on the shot clock. Sends it off to Siakam. Siakam attacks inside the paint. Siakam leaning forward. Got it to go. Plus the foul. Right over the top of Mitchell Robinson. And one coming up in the free throw line for Pascal Siakam. Game 2 belonging to Siakam. I don't think Siakam is going to let his team lose this game tonight. Man, he's determined. Everybody back in February got pissed off at me when I said that Pascal Siakam should be an NBA All-Star starter over Jason Tatum. Everybody couldn't believe that on Southeastern Massachusetts, Boston Sports Talk Radio. They could not believe it when I said that. You put this guy on any other team in the league, he's averaging over 25 points per game for Pascal Siakam. He was close to that total when he played behind Kawhi in Toronto for him. Free throw was missed at the line. 2-point lead for the Pacers. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Brunson at the right wing perimeter. He takes on Nembhard. Brunson dribbles towards his left and bumped into and fouled. That's a foul to, I think it's one to give, as we're down to 11.3 seconds. Cat's going to check back in. They've got a bunch of guys around the 15 to 18 mark on average for points per game. Pacers got so many guys between the 15 to 18 points per game mark. Siakam, when he was in Toronto, he averaged 24 points per game in the 22-23 season. I believe his playoff run behind Kawhi, he came out 2019. That was his coming out party. As Brunson scores the runner, 81 even, full court shot off the back rim, no good by the Pacers. That was close there. We closed out the end of the third quarter. 81-81 at the end of the third. Yeah, I had said that my statement about Siakam over Tatum, that came at a time when the Celtics were playing terrible. They hit that large rut back in like January into early February. So that came at a time when they were playing just awful at that time. But yeah, if you put Siakam on like any other team in the league, because the Pacers have so much scoring balance, this guy is giving you 25 per night for Siakam. Tonight he's got a 30-plus game through 3 quarters. Yeah, JT got all NBA first team today. I'll see if I can run that down. And I had SGA for my MVP this year. Fourth quarter coming up. If you guys are new in this stream, what a game. 81-81. This game could go into overtime once again for the second straight game of the series. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Knicks need this one, or it's going to be tough to win the series, being down to 0-2 with two games played in their home floor, and the other team steals them. It's going to be tough to get back in the series. Siakam postseason 2019, when he played behind Kawhi, he averaged 19 points per game. It felt like it was more than that. It really felt like it was more. Just an incredible story. New Mexico State. First round pick, 2016, out of New Mexico State for Siakam. A mid-major guy. $32 points tonight in 23 minutes by Siakam on 13 for 18 shooting. 12 by Nembhard, 11 by Halliburton. McConnell's got 8 off the bench tonight. Knicks got 4 guys in double figures. 26 by Brunson, 18 by Cat, 14 by OG, 10 by Bridges. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering OKC against Minnesota. Feel free to join in if you like to do so. Tomorrow night. Critical game for Minnesota to have any sort of chance to get back in the series. And what I've talked about constantly on these streams, they got like very little margin of error for Minnesota. Yeah, they're gonna have to play on fire tomorrow. Ant-Man's gonna have to go off. Ant-Man's gonna have to drop down 50. He's gonna have to do it himself. Randall got locked up. No impact by Randall in the last game. OKC is just gonna blitz like either Ant-Man or Randall. They did that to Ant-Man in Game 1. They did that to Randall in Game 2. They completely locked up Randall. And then after that, McDaniels basically hit his offensive ceiling in the last game. I don't think they're going to be able to generate that out of McDaniels again. They're in tough shape for Minnesota because they haven't got anything on the Naz Reid. DiVincenzo hasn't been able to score that much. And just not really much offensively going on between guys like Rudy Gobert, who's basically non-playable. He honestly, I think he should be benched for Rudy Gobert. Like, what's the point of having him out on the floor when you know he's not going to even attempt a shot? And then Mike Conley, who's bricking shots, age 37, this might be it for Mike Conley. He might retire at the end of this season. McConnell jumper, the elbow connects on it. It's a 2-point lead right now for Indiana to start off the fourth quarter. Crossing midcourt with Cameron Payne. 5 of the floor look like this for the Knicks to begin the fourth. Cameron Payne, Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, Jumper at the baseline by Cat got fouled by Siakam. 2 free throws coming up here by Cat. We got 300 plus watching. You guys the real legends. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Cat here with a chance to tie if he makes both free throws. First one's good. Three personal fouls by Josh Hart. Only one in foul trouble for the Knicks. 3 by Siakam. So Siakam just picked up his third. So nobody really in poor foul trouble right now. Yeah, I saw a stat. Oklahoma City has forced the most turnovers in the playoffs ever in playoff history. They have, I think, 96 forced turnovers that they forced to opponents. That's the most ever in an entire playoffs, and they're still in the conference finals. Like that's insane. I think the Raptors, when they won the title back in 2019, they had like 79 forced turnovers, but OKC has 96 at this point. And they would still need 6 more wins to win the championship. Inbound, check that, it's 83. Inbound back to the Pacers, and they soar up and dunk it with Tarter. Tarter got it in the and one. Fouled from behind. Pacers take the lead back 85-83. Free throw is good as well by Tarter. Tarter finally showing up there off the big slam dunk. Knicks with possession. Cameron Payne slides it off to Bridges. Bridges curls, turns the corner, drives on Tarter off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound out of bounds. Last touched off the Pacers. It's going to stay Knicks possession here. Yeah, I really like the depth of the Pacers compared to the Knicks, especially once this series goes deeper. The Knicks are just going to keep on getting gassed. That was the worst case scenario for the Knicks, game 1, going into overtime for them. But both of the teams had starters going heavy minutes, but more so it's going to take a toll on the Knicks because they go through their main guys playing those heavy minutes. Jumper, baseline, Bridges sticks it off the inbound. Mikal Bridges, he showed up in the fourth quarter in the past. Had a couple big games against the Celtics early on in the series in quarter 4. Miles Tarter, cha-ching, opened up the bank, cashes one. Off a mid-range J off the glass and in. 3-point lead, McBride, left baseline dribble, bobble the basketball, he turns it over. That's a big U right there by Miles McBride for the Knicks. Again, you can't be baited into playing the style of the Pacers. Way too quick there for McBride. Control the tempo. Take it by your preference. It's only a 3-point game. No need to rush right now. 10 minutes left to go. Top of the key 3. Ben Shepherd lets it rain from the perimeter. Timeout on the floor by New York. 91-85. They got shooters out here. Ben Shepherd, big time shots. Letting the Knicks hear that he's able to start to get going with a big time bucket. What a game. 9:57 left to go, and when you make mistake after mistake, problems in transition defense for New York, problems defending Ben Shepherd. It looked like Aaron Nesmith when he curled late in the fourth quarter over Hart and knocked down an open 3 to get his team winning 2, and Ben Shepherd curled off the screen wide open as somebody forgot their assignment playing drop coverage instead of closing out on the perimeter, and it led to a wide open 3. 6 points, 2 made threes by Shepherd off the bench. This is not good right now for the Knicks. The game that you needed to win. This is pretty embarrassing if you lose this game. Teams that fall down to 0-2 have a 7% chance of coming on back. Teams in the history of the NBA playoffs, when they're down to 0-2, have a record of 34 and 431 all time. Pacers are heating up again, 57% right now from the floor. This has just been a terrible display for Knicks defense in the second half. Like, already 10 points by the Pacers in 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Like, the Pacers just, like, they're right now just torching them. And, yeah, the Knicks look like they're completely gassed. Like, you gotta play defense. Stunning for a team that commits towards playing defense. Their head coach is a defensive-minded head coach. They've been known as a defensive team for years. And, yeah, I got some major issues in the defensive side of the floor. And it's probably going to get worse. Like, these guys were yelling at one another on the bench. OG Anunoby and Cat, they were yelling at each other with 20 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter in Game 1. And Jalen Brunson had to tell them to stop. Like, that Game 1 game, the comeback by the Pacers, that may have broken the Knicks. If the Knicks can't come on back and win this game, that game specifically, the one that the Pacers stole in Game 1, that may have completely broke them in this playoff series. We get back to action. Under 10 minutes left to go in the fourth. You're going to need something quick here. Bridges on the floor with Cat, Robinson, Payne, and McBride. What the hell was that? Karl Anthony Towns, a fall-away jumper, contested, hit the side of the glass. Cameron Payne, as the shot clock goes down, hits the top of the backboard out of bounds. That is atrocious. That is the biggest ew out of the biggest of biggest ews ever. What the hell was that? The Paul George special by Karl Anthony Towns. 5 years later, that's what that was. 91-85, McConnell dribbling circles around the defense. Outside Siakam, somebody forgot their coverage, and Pascal Siakam, bang bang for the perimeter, he drills it. 94-85, approaching 9 minutes left to go. Yeah, looks like you could stick a fork in the Knicks as well in this series. Looks like they're done potentially. Payne, brick the three off the back rim. Whistle away from the basketball here as the Pacers pick up a foul. It's charged to Shepherd away from the ball. Oh my goodness. Imploding right now in this fourth quarter. Absolutely imploding and crumbling. Crumbling harder than the crumble cookie. Oh my goodness. 9 minutes left. Brunson is back on the floor. Tibbs had enough of Cameron Payne as Cameron Payne gets benched for the rest of the game. Jumper McBride as McConnell picks up the reach-in foul. Defending McBride. Stops the clock with 8:56. Pascal Siakam has been incredible tonight. 35 points in 27 minutes. 14 for 19 shooting. 3 for 5 from the perimeter. Last game was the Aaron Nesmith game. And Tyrese Halliburton had a huge game and plus the game-tying shot. Everybody's going to remember it as the Tyrese Halliburton shot. He had 31, but Aaron Nesmith, that game belonged to him. He had 30 during the last game and got the Pacers where they got to be there. Bridges knocks down a deep 2-jumper. 7-point game on the top. Tarter up fake, takes on Robinson. Puts the ball into the hands to Nesmith. Turns the corner. Nesmith tripped up. And no call with the referees. They let him play on as Nesmith slipped in the key. Lost control of the basketball. Bridges kick out to OG. OG hand off to Brunson. Slides it off to Bridges. Elevates for the J. Bridges off the mark. No good. A rebound hauled in by Nembhard. Pacers with the basketball crossing midcourt. McConnell at the left wing on the outside. McConnell tries a wide open 3. He bricked it. Knicks defense got very lucky right there. That was an uncontested 3. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Bridges soars up and he lays it up and in. Jalen Brunson with a full court outlet. Mikal Bridges is single-handedly saving the Knicks right now in the fourth quarter as the Pacers will burn the timeout. 94-89. 7:55 left to go. Jalen Brunson, a full-court outlet pass behind the Pacers defense, found Mikal Bridges sprinting to the hoop for the layup. Signs of life for the Knicks in a game that they will need to win. Bridges right now has saved this team because the shot selection by Cat, last couple of times he's had the basketball, it's been rough. Really, really rough tonight for Cat. 20 points right now for Cat, 6 for 14. Brunson, double-double, 26 points, 10 assists. I'm shocked by Josh Hart tonight. Last game he had 13 rebounds, automatically. So the Pacers know they got a 5-4 advantage because Josh Hart hasn't even bothered to be aggressive. 1 for 2 shooting with 4 points. It's got to be some sort of balance here if you got starters. You got 5 starters. You might want to balance the shot attempts. So already Indiana off the jump. They get a man-up advantage. It's not as bad as the T-Wolves being down 2 guys in their starting lineup because there's been no contributions on the offensive side of the floor by either Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert. So the Thunder know that they're up 5-3 on the advantage. But with Josh Hart barely producing, barely scoring, the only basket that he made was a layup at the rim on fast break. I mean, you gotta be a part of the offense here. It's stunning tonight. Josh Hart's only played 23 minutes. He's got just 5 rebounds. I'm going to see if there's any sort of designation on him. Yeah, there's no injury designation or anything. He played 44 minutes in the last game, so he's cooked. Yeah, you guys, the legends out here on the stream. If you guys enjoy the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got 400 plus watching right now. Type in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight, Pacers or Knicks. Percentage they take this series is 93% if the Pacers go up 2-0. Only 7% of teams that's been down to 0-2 have come back and won. Might have another instant classic right now. This is not looking good for the Knicks, as it's just so many rotating bodies out there for Indiana that you go with a heavy minute strategy by Tibbs, it's just not going to work. These guys are going to be gassed Once you get to the 40-minute mark and beyond into the full 48, we get back to action. Halliburton at the top of the key takes on Robinson, drives, attacks the paint on Robinson, blocked out of bounds. It went off Robinson. It's going to stay. Pacers ball, 7:40 left to go, 4 on the shot clock. This is a game that they need mightily. Robinson a little bit hobbled there as he blocked it. Robinson will stay on the floor. We'll see if they attack that. Quarter 3 off the inbound. Nesmith drills it. The Knicks fall asleep defending the inbound. Gotta realize that that's a sharpshooter there. Aaron Nesmith leads everybody in the playoffs, shooting 56% from the perimeter. Jalen Brunson, bounce pass off to the corner. OG elevates for the J. Around the rim and out. Rebound ripped away by Robinson. Bridges off to Brunson. Jacks up the 3. Got it. Rattles in by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson right now is saving New York. 7 minutes left to go. Second chance points tonight have saved the Knicks. 21-11. Nembhard inside the key. They're not going to count it. That should be an and one. That should have been an and one. The referees wave it off. They say no baskets. Refs waved off that basket by Nembhard. They replace it with an inbound. Halliburton to Toppin. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton at the edge of the Knicks logo. Halliburton towards his left around the perimeter. Halliburton guarded by Robinson. Jepper 18-footer straight away off the back from no good. Long rebound collected here by Brunson. Brunson up the floor. Outside finds Bridges. Bridges and Brunson, the two guys that save your team here in the fourth quarter. Bridges! Wide open teardrop as the Pacers forgot to rotate over defensively. 3-point game right now. 18 by Mikal Bridges. Toppin towards his left in the outside. Handoff to Nesmith. Fires a bullet down low off to Turner as he gets fouled going up. 2 free throws coming up here. At the line by Miles Turner. 6:21 left to go. And this will be free throws and the bonus here for Turner. What a game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. There will not be a 17-point comeback tonight. This is the stage of the game that the 17-point comeback happened in game 1. First free throw is missed around the rim and out by Turner. Largest lead, Pacers by 10 tonight. 7 by the Knicks was the largest lead. It's been a tremendous battle all throughout the course of tonight. Free throw number 2 is good. Friday night, playoff basketball in NYC. The biggest city in the USA, the city that never sleeps. Nothing bigger than that tonight. 6:15 left to go. Brunson defended by Nesmith. Nesmith here reaches in. He'll stop the clock with 6:11. Yeah, it's really hard to come back, especially when you've lost 2 straight games at home. Teams that trail 0-2 in the series have come back just 7% of the time in the NBA playoffs. Inbound back to Brunson. Jalen Brunson's going to have to carry his team here to the final buzzer. Brunson, jumper, 15-footer, pinwheeled out, rebound collected by Toppin. Pacers with possession. Midway through the fourth quarter. Toppin outside Halliburton. Cross court to Nembhard. Nembhard towards his left off the dribble. Fires it down low. Turner, no good. Turner shoves it back in with a putback. 100-94. The Pacers up by 6. Knicks in trouble. Jalen Brunson going to have to do it himself right now. Brunson towards his right. Guarded by Turner. Skip pass left corner. OG lob down low. Robinson. Oh, with a huge block from behind by Nembhard. It wasn't clean though, according to the referees. 2 free throws coming up by Mitchell Robinson. Oh man, that would have been a massive block. What an effort by Nembhard, a 6'5" guy. Almost blocked the 7-footer from behind. Got contact on the backhand of Robinson going up, according to the refs. So Robinson will have 2 free throws coming up. It's not bad. That foul no way is bad for a guy that's shooting the ball poorly at the free throw line. Ninja, welcome in. 2 shots here by Robinson. First one's no good. A straight line free throw that kaboinked off the back rim. The man of the match checks back in. Pascal Siakam comes back into the game. He has had an incredible game. 35 points in 27 minutes by Siakam, who comes on back. 6 guys averaging double figures for the Pacers in the playoffs. They have 6 guys tonight who have scored double figures tonight. Second free throw is good by Robinson. 100-95. 35 by Siakam, 12 by Nembhard, 11 each by Halliburton and Turner, 10 each by Nesmith and McConnell. Pacers with possession. Halliburton at the right wing. Moves it off to Siakam in the corner. It's been his game today. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton slows it down to 8 on the shot clock. Halliburton, crossover. 1-on-1. Takes on Robinson. Lost the handle. Got it back. Jacks about 36-footer off the rim and out to rebound secure by Bridges. Had to put one up at the end of the shot clock. Bridges looking to respond. Bridges attacks the paint, circles around, baseline, fall away. Tough shot goes in. Wow. Eyes behind the back of the head when he launched that one for Mikal Bridges. 4:40 and under left to go. Halliburton at the MSG logo. Halliburton crossover on Brunson. Halliburton dribbles, drives, kick, corner, 3, open! Got it! Kaboom! Miles Turner, bang, bang from the perimeter. What a kick out right there with an assist by Hallie. 103-97. Brunson, guarded by Halliburton. Switched here, guarded by Nesmith. Crossover, takes him to the elbow. Brunson spin cycle, drives on. Nesmith goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Jalen Brunson. 4:06 left to play. Type in the chat who you've got to win this game tonight. Knicks or Pacers. Miles Turner, a humongous 3 with 14. He's the top plus on the floor tonight, plus 18 for Miles Turner. Jalen Brunson, 2 free throws to the line. The first one is good. Brunson's got 30. So Jalen Brunson right now has reached 30 points tonight. 30 by Brunson, 20 points by Cat, 20 points by Bridges, 14 by OG. 6 guys in double figures for the Pacers, 35 by Siakam in 29 minutes. 14 each by Turner and Halliburton. Halliburton with 10 assists. 12 by Nembhard. 10 each by Nesmith and McConnell. Free throw number 2 is good by Brunson. 31 points, 10 assists tonight for Jalen Brunson. Halliburton crosses midcourt. 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Halliburton takes on Brunson at the top of the key. Halliburton launches the 3. Tyrese Halliburton is him. Bang, bang from the perimeter by Halliburton. Halliburton, big time clutch. Late in games, under 4 minutes left to play. 7-point lead, Brunson. Bounce pass, Robinson trying to do too much. Trying to throw that a poster dunk, and he missed it off the back of the glass. Goes right back over to Halliburton, outside. Off to Nembhard, into the hands to Aaron Nesmith. No good offensive rebound. Siakam floats it up, got fouled. If they gave him the bucket, that would have been an and one. According to the refs, it was on a loose ball before the shot went up, going after the rebound. 106-99 in the bonus for Pascal Siakam with 2 free throws. 3:23 remaining. Pascal Siakam, a legendary game tonight with 35. Free throw number 1 is good. Pascal Siakam on a legendary night ain't gonna let his team lose this one, it looks like. What a game. Second free throw coming up by Siakam. The cheat code for the Pacers has been taking them over 109.5 points. This is about to hit in the 10th game out of 12 playoff games for the Pacers. They're averaging 119 points per game in the playoffs, and the Pacers just hacked Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, 3:21 left, is going to head to the free throw line, shoot two. This could be a wasted possession here. You got to get him off the floor. This is bad. This is terrible coaching right now for Tibbs. You understand the scenario. Both teams in a bonus. 3.5 minutes left. And you got him on the floor. Pacers just hacked Robinson. First free throw is missed. This is ugly. You got to make that adjustment and get him off the court ASAP. 5 points. 1 for 3 at the free throw line. Second free throw is good. He has to be substituted out. What the hell is he doing on the floor right now? Pacers get the inbound. 3:15 remaining. What the hell is Tibbs doing? You have to substitute Robinson out. Nembhard. Towards his left, finds Siakam. Man in the match. Siakam drives on Robinson. Jumper. Mid-range. Around the rim and out. Hart collects the defensive rebound. Knicks down by 8. 3 minutes left to go. Brunson out to the corner to Robinson. Why is he still on the floor? Pacers didn't want to give the foul to him. Quarter 3, no good. Anunoby couldn't tip it up. And it goes right back over to Halliburton. Outlet pass ahead off to Siakam. Got the layup. 10-point lead. Tied for the largest lead in the game for the Pacers. 110-100. Knicks in real big trouble right now. Brunson gonna have to do it himself. Brunson bounce pass to the corner. Hart gets trapped here at the corner. Hart looking to move it back out. Bodies collide. And a foul charge to Siakam in the key. Game clock will stop. 2:25 left to go. Mitchell Robinson needs to be out of this game right now. Needs to be removed from this contest. There's no reason why he should play another minute tonight. It's stunning. The coaching decision here by Tibbs tonight is stunning. It's OG Anunoby at the free throw line as Cat finally checks in with 2:25 left to play. Way too late for bringing Cat back into the game. 2:25 left. Cat substitutes in for Robinson. Cat was on the bench for the entire fourth quarter, basically. This was some terrible, terrible coaching tonight by Tibbs. Second free throw is good. 110-102. I mean, you got a roster of 15 players. The Indiana Pacers go 11, 12 guys deep. They're playing basketball the right way. How the game should be played. The Knicks, like, what the hell is this? Only 7 guys could score the basketball tonight. They only go 8 guys deep. And one of those guys played 9 minutes with Cameron Payne. So basically a 7-man rotation. What the hell is that? You have 15 players on their team. You sign these players for a reason. You got to develop them and build them. Halliburton looking for the knockout punch. He sent it as an air ball. It's out of bounds. Minute 50 left to go. It'll go back to the Knicks. Everybody knows in the building that this ball is probably going to go to Jalen Brunson, as he will bring it up the floor. He gets picked up by Nembhard in the backcourt. Brunson crosses the midcourt line. Brunson at the top, takes the 3, makes the 3 from downtown. Everybody in the building knew it was going to go to Jalen Brunson, and he buried it. It's a 5-point game. 8 over till it's over. Crazy things have happened. Friday night, MSG. Here we go. Halliburton at the top. Knicks looking to reverse the script. Kick out, corner, Turner, step back, 3 in the air. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Bridges for the defensive rebound. Knicks with a chance, down by 5. Brunson, gotta go. Takes on Nesmith. Brunson at the wing. Crossover, dribbles, drives, inside the key, runner. Oh, he got it! Jalen Brunson, it is good for 2. How the hell did he do that? Big time shot, JB. Timeout on the floor. Taken by the Pacers with 1:06 left to go. Jalen freaking Brunson, unbelievable. Holy freaking smokes. You got one man that's going to have to do it himself. Jalen Brunson is doing it himself. 36 by Jalen Brunson. 36 points on 13 for 25. Tonight he's drilled 5 threes. Perfect at the free throw line. 10 assists. What a game. Just another Pacers-Knicks game in the series. If you enjoyed the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back for every single one of these games in this series. I'll be back covering every single one of the games in the conference finals. I'll be back covering every single one of the games in the NBA finals. I'll also be streaming some Caitlin Clark streams throughout the regular season as well from time to time when the NBA has off nights. What a game. Jalen Brunson single-handedly putting his team on his back, down by 3, with 1:05 left to play. Holy smokes. Knicks need this one, or it's going to be really, really difficult to get back into this series. Only a 7% chance for teams that trail 0-2 have come back and won. Inbound goes to Siakam. Pacers left to right on the floor with the basketball. Halliburton at the top of the key. Moves it off to Nesmith. He dribbles up, drives downhill. Runner off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Nesmith. Offensive rebound. Turner slides it off to Nembhard. Puts the ball into the hands to Halliburton. 45 seconds left to play. Halliburton, we could see overtime once again potentially. Driving. Turnaround jumper, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Missed by Siakam. Tipped up to OG for the defensive rebound. Knicks with 1 timeout left. Pacers with 1 timeout left. 12-second differential. Shot clock and game clock to close out this game. 12 in the shot clock. 24 in the game clock. Brunson at the left wing. Dribbles towards his right. Brunson needing something for the tie. Brunson. Bounce pass. Hart wide open. Got the layup. 14.7 seconds left to go. Pacers looking for the inbounds. And the Knicks give a foul in the near side corner with 14.7. Jalen Brunson, personal foul that was very, very close to being a turnover. Holy smokes, that was so close. Ooh! Ooh, you might want to look at this if you're New York. Oh, Jalen Brunson was tugging the jersey of Nesmith from behind. Aaron Nesmith, 2 free throws in the bonus. Jalen Brunson tugging the jersey of Nesmith from behind. The ball sailed out of bounds. But before the ball sailed out of bounds, Brunson called in the reach and tugging the back of the jersey of Nesmith. 2 free throws by Nesmith. This game might go into overtime. Type in OT if you're feeling OT. Type in no OT if you do not want OT. Crazy series indeed. Nesmith, 2 free throws here. 14.7 seconds left. First free throw is good. 2-point lead for the Pacers. Aaron Nesmith. Up to 11. Both teams with 1 timeout left, 1 challenge for each of these teams as well. Nesmith with 1 more free throw. Second shot by Nesmith. Right down the middle. 112-109. You get a timeout remaining. Knicks will inbound. He will not advance to their front court. Brunson crosses midcourt. 10 seconds. Brunson jacks him a quick 3 off the back rim. No good. Turner battle for the rebound. Tips it up and gets the defensive rebound. Gets fouled. What was that, New York? What was that? The Pacers are about to go up 2-0 in the series. What the hell was that shot? Jalen Brunson sprints up to the top of the key with 10 seconds remaining and bricks a 3. What was that? You got 4 other teammates on the floor. Move the basketball. 10 seconds left. You have time. You even had time to drive and see if you can get an and 1. Doesn't need to be a contested 3. Sprinting up the floor. First free throw is good. 2 possession game. ball game. Pacers about to win. Gonna go up 2-0, heading back to Indianapolis on Indy 500 Day on Sunday. That's a guaranteed dub for the Pacers. It's gonna be 3-0 at the end of this weekend. Knicks are done. Knicks are done. This is looking like a sweep, and we're gonna have a 9-day break between the conference finals and the NBA finals. Free throw is good by Turner. Miles Turner showed up in the final minute. 4 seconds left to go. In a game that they needed, the New York Knicks, again, couldn't win this one. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. It just goes to show that they're not a well-coached team. Coach Nick from B-Ball Breakdown said it best. They're not a well-coached team. You got players arguing with one another in the timeout huddle, and you got guys right now that's just crying on the bench when you're down 0-2 in the series. You're supposed to be crying when you get eliminated from the playoffs. Right now, you got guys who's crying on the bench down 0-2 in the series. Like Cat, who is mentally shrunk and mentally given up. He is mentally broken. Mentally broken. The Indiana Pacers, in the come-from-behind win in Game 1, broke the Knicks. They broke them, and they're about to sweep them. Tibbs should get fired for this. Tibbs should get fired. You got Michael Malone out there in free agency. Get rid of Tibbs. Pick up Malone. 4 seconds left to go. Brunson, far side of the floor, will be the inbound passer defended by Nesmith. Brunson. Look at the inbound, sends it off the Hart. Hand off Brunson. Final seconds, jacks up the three. No good. Hit the right part of the glass, and this game is over. 114-109, the final score. The Indiana Pacers. Their magical run in the playoffs keeps on continuing. 2-0 in the conference finals. Those teams have a 76-6 record all time after going up 2-0. In the conference finals as the Indiana Pacers, the number 2 team in the NBA since January 1st, behind the Thunder, are on a collision course to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder starting June 5th in the NBA Finals. We're looking like we're going to have 2 sweeps potentially in both of the conference finals matchups. 114-109 the final score. This game belonged to Pascal Siakam. 39 points in 33 minutes. Absolutely him tonight for Pascal Siakam. Siakam, a guy that looks like he should have been an NBA All-Star starter. You put this guy in any other team in the NBA, he's averaging 25. 39 points in 33 minutes, 15 for 23 shooting by Siakam. 6 guys in double figures once again tonight for the Pacers. Miles Turner came in clutch in the final minute. 16 by Turner with 2 blocks tonight. 14 by Halliburton with 11 assists. 12 points by Nesmith. 12 points by Nembhard. 10 points by TJ McConnell. Knicks with 36 by Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns looks like he is broken in this series. 20 points by Cat. Underwhelming game, a -19 for him, seen crying on the bench after game 2 of the series. Like, dude, you got at least 2 more games remaining, and you're already thinking about Cancun, already quit. It goes to show just the lack of toughness by a soft dude like Cat, as he has got absolutely punked by the Pacers in this series. 20 points by Bridges, 20 points for Cat tonight. Bridges did a great job keeping the Knicks in this game in the fourth quarter. Brunson poured in 36. Brunson saved the Knicks and kept them in the game for as much as possible. Everybody knew that Brunson was going to attempt every single shot down the stretch. 16 by OG What the hell happened to Josh Hart tonight? 6 points, 6 rebounds. Yeah, we see 2 playoff series matchups where we have a complete offensive liability on the floor that we're looking at sweeps. Over in the Minnesota Thunder series, it's 5-on-3 when you get the starters out there. Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley look like Draymond Green and Ben Simmons on the floor. This series, Josh Hart with barely any offense, 6 points. What the hell happened tonight? 6 rebounds. He had 13 rebounds in the last game. -9 for him. What the heck happened there? 44 minutes. Got down-ticked to 28 today for Josh Hart. Gee. I mean, it's just another... It's 5-on-4. Whenever Josh Hart's out there on the floor, Pacers know it's 5-on-4 because this guy can't score. 114-109. Pacers up 2-0 in this series, and this does not look good at all for the Knicks. You just lost 2 games in the biggest city in the USA on your home court to begin this series. And for all the doubters out there who said that Tyrese Halliburton was not a superstar, look at that ESPN and Stephen A. Yep. Tyrese Halliburton proving you wrong in this playoffs. Proving Stephen A. very, very wrong. I think we're going to bring out the brooms for this series. Potentially. 114-109. Wow. The Knicks look like they're gassed. The number 30 team in bench points this season. Looks like they're gassed after 2 games. They got the worst case scenario, getting put in an overtime game, choking that 17-point lead. Playing in overtime, and their minutes logged up, and these guys look like they're completely gassed. And they played 8 guys. 7 of those guys logged in 25-plus minutes. Cameron Payne played 9. I mean, what's the point? Precious Achiuwa, DNP, CD. PJ Tucker, DNP, CD. Landry Shamet. Ario Hukporti, Daylon Wright, Pacome Dadier. I'd love to see Tyler Kolek at least get a minute in there. You got players on your team for a reason that you sign, and you fail to build them up and develop them. Like that's a shame. Like the New York Knicks here are looking like the regular season version of the Washington Wizards in this series of the playoffs, where players go to that their careers die because you got multiple DNP CDs all over the map. Like, the Pacers are playing basketball the right way. They're giving guys opportunities, they're giving guys experience, and they're rotating bodies in and out, making them have fresh bodies, which everybody gets the opportunity. It means that nobody's going to be gassed. Pacers tonight played 11 different guys. Only 4 guys didn't play in this game. They played... Tony Bradley got 8 minutes. Tony Bradley only played 16 minutes throughout the entire playoffs. And Tony Bradley played 8 minutes tonight. Really goes to show the culture that they're building up for Indiana. They had 11 guys deep in this matchup. For the Knicks, they stuck with 7 guys who played 25 minutes. And that's just not a winning formula when you got Mikal Bridges out there playing 45 minutes. Brunson played 39. He attempted 27 shots. He's the only guy that can go, that you know that's going to be reliable. Everybody knows that the ball is going to go to him, that he's going to chuck up 25, 30, 35 shots because there's just no balance out there. Cat shrunk tonight. Terrible, terrible game by Cat. -19. We're going to close out to this one. Really appreciate everybody for joining in, being a part here on the stream for this game. This could be a sweep. And we're going to close out to the channel members. Congrats out to the Pacers, up 2-0 in the series right now. 114-109. The game that the Knicks needed to win. They couldn't do that. And, oh boy, they're in some deep trouble right now. Heading back to Indy on a Sunday on the Indy 500 day. Where Indianapolis sports, they're going to be going crazy on Sunday. Quite the weekend for Indianapolis sports out there. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Game 3 between OKC and Minnesota. Feel free to join in for that one. I'll be back live for this series on Sunday at 8 p.m. covering Pacers at home against the Knicks for Game 3 on Sunday. Here we go. All channel members got a shout out. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Ice Baby, Katie Ogie, SGA Sports Talk, Lonely Satellite, Natural Nate, Ian, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan Guido, Mark, Jobo, Michigan Sports, Cannabro, Greg of Vegas, Pringle, Fishing Up a Storm, Rydog, Sam, Jed, Flip the Script, Barco, and Andre. Thanks so much all for joining and being a part of the stream for this one here. 114-109 the final score. The Pacers go up 2-0 in the series as they have covered a spread in 9 out of 12 games in the playoffs. They have also hit the over 109.5 points in 10 of 12 games in the playoffs. I would highly recommend in upcoming games to take the Pacers throughout this series to go over 110 and to go over 110 and to cover the spread if they keep on somehow being an underdog in this series, because they're playing one heck of a series, and they are a much, much deeper team by far, by a landslide, against this Knicks team that looks completely gassed. Thanks for joining in, everybody, being a part of the stream. 114-109, the Pacers beat the Knicks. Enjoy the rest of their Friday night, everybody, and see you guys tomorrow night for Thunder against T-Wolves.